Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, I'm not late. You guys already know who's the person who was late. It's nothing new, Habibis. We already know every Ahwa episode who's the person that's late. It ain't nothing new. It's just our life. Big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you guys right here, right now, please like the video, please subscribe. This is your favorite stream of the week. El Ahwa is in the building. Joining me first and foremost, my partner in crime when it comes to all this football content. I like Mo is in the building. How doing, Mo, mate?
I'm doing fine. Hit that like button, people. How's everyone doing? It's like Isak joining Liverpool again. And people are crashing out. Yeah, people are crashing out.
You know, SG, this is such a disrespectful question. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. I've missed like one watch along in 4 years. Of course, I'm doing them, inshallah. We'll be there. We will be there. Anyway, he's here, live in the flesh, sunglasses on, shades on. That doesn't change the fact that Son is now going to the United States so he can hold that. And like Jacob is in the building. Hi, Jacob.
Hello. Hey. How we doing?
How are you doing? Better question.
I'm pulling up to the funeral like Jackie Kennedy. All right. I love Son. He's everything. You know, nobody said it would be easy, but nobody told me it would be this hard.
Fairs. Joining us next, he told me last week he thinks Garnacho's joining the club. Guess what? We got news, Garnacho from Fabrizio. So at least he doesn't have to bullshit about it now. Hi, Ahmed. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good, man. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. You know, the game's the game, innit? That's all I can say in Garnacho.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? The game's the game.
That's what I'm just saying, man. The game's the game. I don't know what else
The
to say.
game's the game.
He always says
You know
stuff
what I mean?
like that.
The high and the low. This is what I say. The game's the game.
The game's
Ahmed,
the
where
game.
are you, Ahmed? Where are you?
I'm in the same place I usually am. I just moved locations a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Fairs. Anyway, massive upgrade on Saad. Everyone knows. Everyone's favorite Arsenal connoisseur. You get me? We love this guy. Everyone in the community love him. You get me? And like TKA is in the building. How doing, TKA, mate?
Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Alaikum salam.
Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. You know what I'm saying? Good to be back. And yeah, it's been a quiet week for me. So let's talk about some other news that's been popping up. It's not every day that we're not talking about Arsenal. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, see? At least we're not talking about Arsenal today because there is no news for you, mate. There's literally no news, bro. There is literally like zilch when it comes to Arsenal. Like, there's literally no information at all.
Yeah.
Ahmed is on his way and Hamza's on his way, chat. You get me? So they're not here. I'm going to be checking where they are in a second. Big up to all of you guys. There's 500 people in the building. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Big up to all of you guys. You guys are all absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for joining us. And the others are just on their way. Big up to Omar who says, Hamza PIF funding Isak Ektike for Konate to stay. France. Hey, inshallah Konate stays, my brother. Hamza's not here, Habibi Omar. When he's here, I promise you I'm going to read them to him. So, let's get this party started. Let's talk about the biggest story this summer before Hamza comes here, start crying. It's not Son for you. Anyway. Isak to Liverpool, ladies.
Well, no, what do you mean it's not Son? No. What do you mean it's not Son? I ain't playing around when you talk about Son. You put some motherfucking respect on his name.
Jacob, I just thought, Sam, I know you want to talk about Isak and all this stuff. Can I ask you, Jacob, does he leave the Premier League as a legend?
He leaves the Premier League as a god. He leaves the Premier League as the best Asian player to ever grace a pitch in the history of mankind. Statistically, he also leaves the Premier League as the dual most goals in a partnership with him and Kane, so everyone else can hold that. I ain't hearing nobody about nothing because Son owns your ass. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? My Korean king.
Okay. So guys, big up to Heung-min Son. Anyway, back to
Thank
the
you.
Isak topic.
Thank you.
So, with the Isak to Liverpool related stuff, what do you guys make of it? I'll start with you, TK, because you have been here in a while. Talk to the people, Habibi.
I mean, I'll just repeat what I said on the Quora pod the other day. I think you're just is it the 10-minute mark yet? How many minutes until I can cut? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to ruin the monetization straight away. You know what I'm saying?
Just say what it is.
I'll just say it like this. I feel like you're just strong arming them because I feel like they have a player. His neck is so turned that he broke his neck literally. So they see no future when it comes to him returning to the club. And I even saw some quotes about Eddie Howe saying shit like, he needs to earn his place back into the team, which is wild considering who he is. But apparently he's not very happy with Isak. So it's one of them situations where both are just butting heads right now. So at this moment in time, I just cannot see a path for Isak to return to Newcastle. And I feel like you know that as a club. So what you're doing is you're just big dicking them, basically. You're just saying, you know what, I'm just going to pay you this. The player wants to come. We're not going to upgrade to the 150 that you want because you have no leg to stand on. So for me, it's just a matter of time of when and not if he joins Liverpool. And I feel like you know that, and that's why you are strong-arming them and lowballing them, because you don't have to pay the 150 because the player wants to leave anyway. So yeah, it's a very smart move of you guys, and I can see you guys ending up like buying him for way cheaper than what they are asking for, which is like 120.
I told you we're not gonna pay 150. They laughed at me.
Yeah. I can see you buy it for like 120, 130 with add-ons. So I feel like you want that as well. That's why you're doing this, and I feel like that's very smart because you don't want to put all the cards on the table straight away. So yeah, it's good business, man. That's how I view it. You're big dicking them, and it's just as simple as that.
Are they being disrespectful, Liverpool?
How?
Are Liverpool being disrespectful to Newcastle by lowballing and bidding low? I'm being honest, okay? They actually sent an unofficial bid of 120, right? And then it got rejected. Liverpool, after they kicked all this stuff and all the Isak news and pushing and all the media that is talking about him, I'm being honest, right? Are Liverpool sending 110 million bid being disrespectful to Newcastle and lowballing because they know that the player wants to go? You're muted, Ahmed. Like someone is muted.
Oh, yeah, I am on mute. My apologies. But no, I was saying, I don't think that's being disrespectful at all. I think, listen, I think at the end of the day, Isak has also like kind of not helped Newcastle's hand, right? What he's been,
okay,
right? So he's left the place initially. You know, he's refusing to work with them, right? He's doing everything he basically can, yeah, in all but name to say I want out, basically. So Liverpool have the right initially to like say, listen, he doesn't want to be here. That's going to certainly reduce some level of value, right? So I don't really think that's a bad move from Liverpool initially.
You don't think that is Liverpool, what they are doing now is being a little bit disrespectful to Newcastle? No?
No,
they are being, okay, I get it. We need to speak from two different perspectives. If you're a Liverpool fan, you love this. Same as Real Madrid dealing with Saliba. So I get it. If you're a Liverpool fan today, saying as a Liverpool, for example, the deal with like Konate, Real Madrid don't wanna bid for Konate. And by the way, same for Liverpool with Gay. Liverpool is saying, you know what? From our perspective, he has 1 year left. We're not gonna bid as high as you want. But we also gotta speak from neutral's point of view or rival's point of view. Now that is plastic. A club, Newcastle. Is that again? What?
I just said plastic to Ahmed. Go ahead.
And he's been respectful to you and showing up. And
Yeah.
anyway, so that is and the Liverpool fans, don't get triggered, right? Open your brain once and don't be a sheep and just follow. I'm being serious. Don't be sheep and just follow. Just think about what I'm saying here, right? From a Liverpool perspective, you're being smart. Your club is doing the smart thing. You are doing, you know what? I know that this guy doesn't want to stay with this club. I'm going to bid as low as I can to try to get him out of the club. But with all the media and all the pushing that is happening from Fabrizio Ben Jacobs, he wants to leave, he's going on a strike, all this stuff. Are Liverpool being disrespected for Newcastle, who said our player has a 3-year left in his contract, we want 150, we can sit at a table with 150. You guys really need to think about it like this. Don't think about it from like Liverpool perspective.
Yeah, but the reason why I don't think it's disrespectful is because, you know, it's not a low ball offer. I think we're not. No one. Listen. Let's be honest. No club in Europe is paying 150 million. Literally, like Newcastle can say they want 150 million. No one's paying that. 150 million for me. 150 plus is only 3 players on the planet: Yamal, Mbappe, Haaland. Those are the only players worth 150 plus because they come into your team and change your life immediately. That's the only players that I think are like 150 plus.
And
so if you know, Real Madrid, if let's say tomorrow Real Madrid want to buy Haaland, they have to bid 150 million, no problem, because that's the type of player that changes your life. Isak is not worth that right now. Isak is worth 130 in my opinion, 120, something like this. And I think that's gonna get it done. I think the reason why Liverpool did offer 110 million is because 130 million, 135 million, and this transfer is going to get done, in my opinion. So I don't think that Liverpool are going to have to pay 150 because Newcastle can say that they want 150. That doesn't mean that they're going to get 150. It's also like, you know, when you go, you're shopping somewhere and the guy gives you a ridiculously high price, specifically when you're shopping like in a different country, and then you give him a really low ball offer and then he brings down the price really like a lot. At the end of the day, I actually have I'm going to take this a step further. I don't even think that Sesko going to Newcastle is necessary for Isak coming to Liverpool.
Okay, that's not true.
And I'll tell you why. Because Craig Hope today, I watched his whole 15-minute video. He's like the Newcastle journalist. I watched his whole video today when I was at the gym. And everything he's saying is pointing towards Isak leaving. And even he came out like just before we went live and he said that Goncalo Ramos is the alternative to Sesko. I think this is basically what Craig Hope said. He believes that Wissa is going to join Newcastle. So they have their backup striker joining Newcastle. And then after that, their main striker, maybe Ramos, maybe Sesko, maybe Ollie Watkins. I think the bridge between Newcastle and Isak has been completely burned.
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is this?
It's Isak's fault, 100%. But Mo, here's the thing. Remember what did we say? What did we say about Harry Kane? Oh, by the way, Harry Kane has no trophy at Spurs. Ha 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 ha. He should have kicked up a fuss. He should have been a transfer request. He should have refused this. He should have refused that. Yeah.
And if he didn't, he would have been a European champion. Instead, he's just a dinner plate holder.
Yeah, he could be a European champion at that.
Yeah, he's not a legendary status. You know, he's a GOAT, but he ain't no legend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is.
Okay, so let me tell you something, Osam. If Newcastle, if there is no going back for Isak, Liverpool should get him for 100 million then.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think this is exactly what happened. Newcastle told Liverpool. Okay, I'll tell you my opinion, and based off of what Craig Hope said. I think Newcastle told Liverpool, listen, instead of you just keep bidding and keep bidding and keep bidding, we'll let Isak join Liverpool, but let's just sign a replacement first. That's genuinely what I think happened.
Okay, so you're gonna lowball them because he wants to go.
Yeah, by the way, no one's gonna pay 150 more.
Okay, so Newcastle will have to accept 110, 120 from Liverpool or something
120,
like this?
130, yeah.
So hold on, why are Liverpool paying 130? The guy wants to go, just bid 110 and say, this is our offer, take it or leave it. Okay, go ahead.
No, but it cannot be like that.
Newcastle can fucking shove Isak up their ass for the rest of the season. Shove him up your ass.
What do you mean? Explain. What do you mean?
I'm going to tell you guys, because for everyone that Liverpool fans that don't, Liverpool can really say, you get Sesko, whatever. It's either 110 million or you can shove Isak up your ass for the rest of the season. And here we go. We're not bidding more than that. That's how much we want to pay. Isak wants to come to Liverpool. It's either that or you just rot on the bench or have your fight with him, it's outside of our. We don't want to pay.
Okay, Mo, here's the thing. We're doing that with Gehi. Crystal Palace saying 50 million or 40 million. We're like, no, we can get him 12 months from now
Fair
for
enough.
free.
Why
20
are
million.
Liverpool?
But this
why
is
aren't
all
Liverpool
about
doing
how much Liverpool value Isak at. I
Okay,
think
how
110 million. Okay, I'll tell you. I think 110 million is only the initial offer. I think Liverpool will pay anywhere between 120 and 130.
I am being honest. To be honest with you, I'm being honest. All your Liverpool fans that are triggered and actually crying in the chat, you don't want to listen because, again, you're not opening your mind. By the way, what is worse to you is different depending on the situation of the others. What the fuck is going on? Who's fucking doing these?
يا أخي Ahmed, Chelsea Ahmed has his mic muted. Jacob is staring into our soul. TK is texting his fucking wife. Ahmed is drinking like this in front of us. That's why I fucking
chill.
Hamza's eating tea and biscuit. Guys, can you fucking talk?
I can't talk because if I talk, I'll be angry.
With all due respect, let me finish this point because
I've talked.
the people that
Like
don't
and
like,
subscribe,
people that
chat
don't
as
like.
Wallahi.
Hit that like button. Wait, Hamza. Basically, what is anything is worth, it depends on the situation. Let me tell you a situation. You want to sell your car, but you are in a hurry and you are traveling and you must sell your car. That means your car's value go down. Okay.
You guys are crazy, you know.
Can I say something?
Hold on, Hamza. But can I say, because I want to talk with Hussam about this. Hussam, you know, you're selling an apartment that is worth $1 million.
I get that
Whatever.
comment section.
$1 million, okay? Because you are leaving and you must sell because you don't have time. That apartment you're gonna accept 800,000 only, not $1 million, right? We all know that's business, right?
Yeah.
That's business, right? And then for all the people that are gonna say,
Oh, but it depends. Do I need the money or not?
exactly. So Newcastle now.
Do
You
Newcastle
guys-
need the
Okay,
money?
hold
Now
on.
we have an answer.
You guys now saying that Newcastle need the money. There's no going back for Isak. If I'm Liverpool, fucking bid 100 million. Take it or fucking leave it. What are you guys? What are Newcastle? Can you tell me, guys? Can you guys tell me the alternative to Liverpool, right? Saying it's 110, take it or leave it. Tell me what's the alternative for Newcastle? What they're gonna do?
What they're gonna do? They're gonna convince Isak to stay another year
Okay, so why don't they do it now? If it's
because he wants
130.
to leave.
Okay, see, you're not making sense now. Mahoma, Newcastle, we all agree that Newcastle ultimate target is for Isak to stay. Is that correct? They want Isak to stay, right? So if they
that's
will
not gonna
convince
happen.
him, exactly. Okay, if they're gonna convince him with 110 million, they can convince him with 130. Same shit. TK, you're a reasonable man. You get my point? Liverpool can bid 100 million and say take it or leave it. Okay.
Yeah.
What are Newcastle gonna do? They're gonna try to convince Isak to stay. Correct? Why can't they do the same if it's 130? It's the same shit. Convince him to stay.
Yeah, but Fabrizio has already said personal terms are not
Don't
a
give a fuck
problem.
about Fabrizio. Sam, talk for yourself.
Yeah, but it's already personal terms are not a problem. If we're talking about the money, it depends how much Liverpool value Isak at. That's why I'm telling you, Liverpool will not pay 150 million.
Listen,
We can
Sam,
pay
it's either, Sam, I'm gonna be honest. It's either you are just trying to not understand what I'm saying, or ان انت بتحاور لمجرد المحاورة. اللي أنا بقوله, what I'm saying is very simple. If you can convince someone to stay, it doesn't matter if the offer is 200 million or if it's 100 million. The reason why, because currently
But it does
Newcastle.
matter.
No, but let me
Oh,
tell
wait,
you.
but Mo,
Yeah,
Hold
but
on,
now-
Ahmed,
but
because
now
let
it's
me give
impossible,
you,
though.
Ahmed, let me give you the
understanding
caveat. Ahmed, just wait. Because in the beginning, Newcastle said one thing. We value Isak at what? Someone tell me the number.
150.
150.
Anything below this, Newcastle think that they're getting low ball. Is that correct? That they're getting shafted.
Fact.
That's what they said, right? That's what Newcastle said in the beginning of the window. Give us 150, we sit on the table. Anything lower than this, you are literally shafting us, correct? So if Newcastle are gonna convince Isak to stay, by the way, I'm just gonna say it for anyone. You take it how you take it. Anyone that is not understanding my logic is either acting stupid or actually stupid, right? Or actually stupid. And I'm just saying it here. If Newcastle don't get the 150, Liverpool should bid 100 and say take it or leave it. And if Newcastle have the capability and can convince Isak to stay at 100 million, They should be able
But
to
that's
convince
not
him at
what
130.
Liverpool value him at.
I don't
You're
care about Liverpool.
point.
I didn't
Okay,
ask-
Okay, you're talking.
Why?
Wait, wait,
I
wait,
didn't ask
wait,
about Liverpool.
wait, wait,
I
wait.
didn't-
You're
Hassan,
talking
Hassan,
about
you
$1 million.
I want to mention Liverpool.
خلاص
Don't
finish.
mention Liverpool يا حسام يا
You're
حبيبي.
talking about $1
Hassan,
million
don't
house.
mention
Hassan,
finish,
man. Let him
Liverpool.
finish.
I'm gonna
Don't
respond. I'm gonna
mention
respond.
Liverpool.
يا عمي
والله.
فهمنا اللي حكيته
Let him
خلينا
finish.
نقول.
والله let him
لا لا.
finish.
You're
Don't mention
talking about
Liverpool. You are
you
responding
said
to something else. Don't mention Liverpool.
I'm
I am
not
talking about
responding to
Newcastle.
something else.
I'm
I'm gonna
talking about
respond to your
Newcastle.
point.
والله.
I'm gonna respond to your point. You mentioned the $1 million home. That was your example. Okay. What do I value this $1 million home at?
Good.
I
If
don't
me-
care about how
Let's
much you
say
value.
myself.
لا،
Wait,
لا،
wait
this
يا
is
أخي wait
ridiculous.
خلينا نعرف
ما
نحكي جد.
تعصبنيش.
Me and
انا
Ahmed.
بحاول اتكلم بجد وانت مش عايز
Me and
تسمع.
Ahmed wanna buy the house. Ahmed values the house at 950. I value it at 900. TKA values it at 850. The guy that wants to sell the house wants 1 million. Okay? A low ball offer is 600,000, 700,000. That's a low ball offer. Now, 3 people value the house at different values. Now, if I'm in a position where I want to buy the house, I don't just pay what the guy asked for. Now, in this case, the
يا ابني I
difference.
don't want you to pay with it.
Yes,
حسام
in
حسام
this
انا
case-
تعبت حسام.
I'm so,
حسام
in
انت
this
فاهم
ca-
انا
in
بقول
this
ايه ومش
case-
عايز
Let me
تسمعني.
speak. Let me speak. In
اتفضل.
this case, because Isak wants to leave, you're saying give them 100 million, take it or leave it. Yeah, but Liverpool value him.
I don't
higher
care
than
about Liverpool.
100
I don't want you to say 100 million. I don't want you to say.
Yeah, but there is a price
I
because at
don't
the end
want
of
you
the
to
day.
say. I don't want you to
Okay,
mention
I'll tell you what
Liverpool.
you're
يا
saying.
حسام يا
I'll tell you what you're saying.
كده صعب
Let's
والله
say
العظيم
Inter.
هتعصبني.
I'll tell you what you're saying. You're saying, let's say Inter want to sell Barella tomorrow, right?
ماشي اوكي.
Barella accepts personal terms with Man United. Okay, let's use them as an example. Barella accepts terms with Man United. You're saying because Barella wants to leave Inter Milan and it's not a problem what he personally wants, Man United should offer Inter Milan 30 million, take it or leave it. But it doesn't work
Okay.
this way.
No, but yeah, no, you're exaggerating. That's what it works like this. Basically, Liverpool offered 110. It got rejected. That means Liverpool opening bid is 110. They
Yeah.
know that Isak wants to leave us. He's kicking a fuss, right? Liverpool should stay on 110 million and say, this is our offer, take it or leave it. I want you to tell me now, what will you, don't mention Liverpool. I don't want you to say the word
I
Liverpool.
did not mention Liverpool. I
No,
said
no,
his
you mentioned,
value.
you said Liverpool value him.
But it
don't
matters
value-
what the
لا،
buyer
لا، لا،
values the
خلاص.
house at.
والله العظيم I don't.
It
لا.
matters.
Sam,
Let's
just
move on,
listen
move
to the
on, move
question.
on, move
what
on.
I'm not
لا
getting,
والله
sorry.
this is ridiculous يعني
We
أنا-
don't for the
I need to understand.
Hussam, I am not Hussam. Hussam, you're a very smart and you understand exactly my point.
Yeah,
Forget
and
what
I-
Liverpool
Yeah,
value
just
in
argue
حياتي
for the
يا
sake
أخي.
of arguing.
This is arguing. Forget what Liverpool forget what Liverpool value. Liverpool bid 110 خلاص.
خلاص.
Isak wants to leave. Liverpool should bid 110 only. What will Newcastle do, Hussam?
Disrespectful.
Newcastle will reject.
Okay, خلاص. What will they do after? What is gonna happen? What's the situation, Hussam? Is he gonna play for Newcastle? Is there going back?
For me
Why?
personally, I don't think there is going back.
خلاص يبقى Liverpool should stay 110. They
Yeah,
know.
but that's why Liverpool are gonna get him cheaper. That's my point. Why you keep leaning
You
back
are-
and getting
you are-
angry?
I'm-
All I
I'm-
said was, forget
Thank you,
completely the Isak situation. Florian Wirtz, how many bids got rejected for
I'm
Florian
gonna
Wirtz?
discuss it with the chat. Someone actually said the right answer.
How
here.
many bids got
He said-
rejected
He
for
said-
Florian
hold on,
Wirtz?
hold on, stop.
How many?
Someone is smart in the chat and said Liverpool, Newcastle should ask for more. I am Liverpool. No, we're not offering more. We're not offering more.
طب خلاص, okay, forget the chat. 4 bids got rejected
I'm
for
asking
Florian Wirtz.
you, huh? So if
4
Liverpool
bids.
say there is no more,
استنى. 4 bids got rejected for Florian Wirtz. Newcastle, forget Liverpool.
You
Newcastle
shameful guy, والله.
150
والله I can
million.
destroy this
Wait,
argument.
wait.
Newcastle 150 million. Okay.
Ahmed, stay away from
Liverpool
this.
value
I'm
him
taking this for the
at
big
less
one
than
second.
that. The logical thing to do is
Ahmed,
give
Wallah,
him-
yeah.
one
I'll
second,
let you
one
go
second.
after Hamza. I
One
know what
second.
to say. I want to
Let
say one
me
thing,
finish
Hamza.
my
Let me say one thing.
statement, guys, and then I'm gonna get back.
No.
So Newcastle, the home owner.
One
One second. The home owner want 150 million. I value it at less than that. I want to buy the home or the person for 120 or 125 million, whatever it is. logic dictates that I don't come in with the first offer immediately 120. My first offer has to be less than this. So I'm gonna offer Newcastle 110 million.
You're wrong.
I'm gonna
Let
offer
me
Answer the
finish.
question.
Tell you why you're wrong.
Yeah, Mo, you got angry, but let me finish. Let me
It's
finish.
a new
angry,
goal,
I'm
so it's
Okay,
not-
let me finish, Tayyip. Let me finish.
I'm not
I don't
angry
care.
at all.
I don't care.
I'm
Let me finish.
smiling.
Let me finish. I don't care.
Angry.
So I'm gonna offer them 110
His
million.
head is gone.
Okay?
Wallah, his head. When
Logic
you used to
dictates.
shop at Aldi,
Logic
at
dictates
Walmart,
that your first.
you just believe I'm working.
Logic dictates that your first offer has to be lower than the money that you're willing to pay. If I go buy a t-shirt and someone says, I want 50 dinars for that shirt, I'm willing to pay 25. I don't say I want 25. No, I'll say give me 15.
Okay, let me
Because
answer that
I know that
Let me
he's
answer.
gonna reduce,
Okay, let me answer
and I'm
that
gonna
question.
increase,
Ahmed,
and
let
we're gonna
me finish.
and we're gonna
No,
meet in
Hamza,
the middle.
you can go
I'm
after
gonna do,
I've
I'm
been
gonna do
waiting for a
what we
while.
do on places.
Waiting
I'm
longer
gonna
than
do what
you.
we do on places. And we're gonna meet in the middle because that's what I value the shirt at. When we bought Florian Wirtz, we had 4 bids rejected.
Oh
We didn't
my God.
offer what we're willing
Ahmed,
to
leave
pay
it. Ahmed,
directly.
leave it. Leave it for
Wait,
me.
so
Wallahi,
my
leave it. One
wait,
second.
Hamza.
Ahmed,
My issue, listen, my issue with the most thing here is that, listen, in the ideal world, right, if you want the play, just pay the money straight away and keep it pushing, right? I get that. But the problem is, Isak has done a lot of stuff to push things out. He's even rejected his own teammates in trying to stay. Whenever players do that, for example, right, that does reduce the asking price. Whether you like it me or not, it's going to reduce
let me say
some amount of
something.
money. Let
me say something.
Let Ahmed talk. Let Ahmed talk.
Wait.
Stop interrupting.
Listen to me.
No.
Let Ahmed talk. Let Ahmed talk.
Wait,
Ahmed.
that is. Well, I'm
Ya
going
akhi, let him make his point.
Like,
We'll respond
corrupt
after.
you, listen to me, wallah.
I love
Listen
Young
to me
Min's
1
son.
minute. 1 minute.
bro, let me just finish, bro.
One second, Ahmed.
Let him
Ahmed,
finish, ya akhi.
when you go to
Let him finish.
one second. When you go to the market
Please.
and you go
Can you let him finish? Stop disrespecting Ahmed. Let him finish, and then you can respond after. As
My
soon as Ahmed finishes, we'll give you the mic. Go ahead, Ahmed.
Yeah, my problem is he has done a lot of stuff, and he's also saying I'm not gonna come here anymore. Right? The price is gonna get reduced. Right? Yes, Liverpool offered 110 million. That can just be the first opening bid. Doesn't mean that it's gonna be the final bid, right? It will probably be again 100, 230 million pounds. I'm not even trying to like gaze Liverpool. It's just the player himself is reducing his value from what he's doing. Right? He's making sure that he's not gonna play football at the football club, doing everything possible to make that happen. Right? Liverpool also are trying to push from their side. Eventually, Newcastle are going to be pushed into a stalemate. That's what's going to happen.
Okay, let me finish. When you shop in Croydon Market, yeah, where they sell you,
What the flip?
yeah, what's the matter?
Okay.
Okay, 1 second. When you shop at Sunderland and you shop at the Croydon Market, it's different from Harrods. Newcastle is the rich club. Let me indicate, Newcastle is a rich club. You've been used to shopping Sunderland, Robertson Hall, Sunderland Henderson, David Gorgon, and let me shop Anthony Letalek, Paul Konchesky, Charlton Athletic. You be shopping.
When we get Isak, wallah, I'm gonna ruin your life.
Bro, Newcastle's a rich club.
Don't worry, I have 4 minutes worth of clips.
Newcastle can take out their credit card and show you.
I have people on spaces everywhere recording.
If Newcastle
When Isak becomes a Liverpool player, I will remember every word.
What is your point, Hamza? What are you trying to say then?
He's talking about Letalek from 25 years ago.
والله العظيم أنا ما بفهمش منه حاجة.
1 second, let me finish. More. When you're shopping at a richest club in the world who are building a project, listen to this. They're building a project and the project relies on this guy. The way the people are disrespecting Newcastle, the only reason Newcastle are not spending money, red carters have set those rules. If there was a fair play, spend the money.
So why don't you blame Isak then? I don't understand. Why don't you blame Isak as well?
I'll come for that mug. Wallahi, I'm going to come for that
That
mug.
mug is gonna be a
I'm not
Liverpool
going to hate
player.
that guy.
Wait till he's a Liverpool player.
Exactly, no,
Okay. More. Just listen.
Hamza clips
More.
on YouTube is gonna go insane.
This is the biggest name. This is the face of Newcastle. It was the Aguero moment I had. Imagine my feet bought this Aguero, and then suddenly someone came and snatched Aguero off me. The project then has to start because it's a threat to their project. If they lose Isaac, they could lose Livramento. Why not Bruno Guimaraes? Why not Sandro Tonali? Why not Anthony Gordon? This is the problem. People don't know. Oh, Liverpool, just give me one.
The money that Newcastle make on Isak, they'll spend on other players.
Listen, if it first what I'm angry, wallahi, and Newcastle have to listen very careful. I wrote a speech. You made. Yeah, I wrote a speech. And this is
You did, but you're a fraud because you did the same for fucking Jack Grealish. You destroyed Aston Villa by taking Jack Grealish. You did the same shit you did the same shit. Listen, I am not blaming Liverpool. You're speaking shit. Your club has done it to every club, bro. Your club has done it to everybody, bro. Your club has done it. You can't say that. You can't say this.
There's a report that's coming.
You are a Man City fan. You cannot say this. You do it for every club. You went to you destroy Porto. You did to Aston Villa. You do the same for every. You do the same. You did it for Arsenal. You fucking went to Arsenal.
We moved out.
You literally went to Arsenal and offered their players more money than Arsenal and snatched them out. Samir Nasri.
Bakari Sania, Gail Clichy.
I can talk. You cannot talk. I can talk. You can talk. Allah, you cannot talk. You are Man City, bro. You had no heritage. You had no titles. You had nothing. And then you went to Arsenal and you said, who's your best right back, best left back? Come to my
Sania, Clichy, Nasri. Adebayor.
No. One thing I didn't do,
bro.
One thing I had.
You did it to Portsmouth, Benjani.
By the way, you literally did it with Mahrez. You did it with Aston Villa.
You did it with us, with Raheem Sterling.
Do you want me to tell you another club that you did it to and they
Why
were
do you
not
not
happy about it?
Let me talk.
You don't talk.
Let me talk.
Do you remember the saga for Kyle Walker with Spurs when you lured him with the money?
You did it to Spurs as well.
The most expensive right back in the history of the Premier League was Kyle Walker. You cannot talk. You cannot talk. You cannot talk.
He did it with Raheem Sterling as well. Raheem Sterling as well.
I can talk.
Go and pull all those clubs that did. I never know goals.
Doing in the Premier
I
League.
gave them what they wanted. Every single team I gave them what they wanted. Go and find any club and say, did Hamza ever low goal you?
Your club has a history of doing this.
Nah, you scumbag. Rule number one. You tap Alexander Isak. You went and spoke to Alexander Isak. Yeah. You made him miss training. You scumbags. You scumbag. That Richard Hughes bomber.
For Harry Kane.
Well, he's a bomber.
You did it with Harry Kane.
He came and made Alexander Isak miss training. He's a shit star. He's nothing other than shit. He made them miss training, and that's scumbag. And I know it's from you. I know it's not from your football club. Because no one, we know, Newcastle fans. We know him is failing because he's your football club that did that.
You know what Hamza reminds me of? Hamza reminds me of that guy that's like 40 years old and he's reminiscing of the times that he was in high school. You know what I'm saying? He misses his high school time. He's very
jealous, very worried. He knows he's coming.
If this was Man City, would have said big clubs with Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, we shop at Aldi's. We're the biggest club in England. We do what we want. We're Manchester City. By the way, Martin, why didn't we sign Florian Wirtz, Martin? And then Liverpool are shopping at Aldi's. Oh my God, you tapped him up. You tapped up Raheem Sterling. You tapped up Kyle Walker. You tapped up Gael Clichy. You tapped up Bakary Sania. Be quiet. You tapped up every single Premier League player that you signed. You tapped up Bernardo Silva. 1 second. You tapped up Bernardo Silva from Monaco. You tapped up Ederson. You tapped up Ruben Diaz. Ake, remember when he was linked back to Chelsea? You tapped him up and you paid Bournemouth the money. See, we can all play this game. That's why they're calling him Hamzero in the chat. Because he got cooked. You know Isak is going to be a Liverpool player and he can't handle it.
Training. Name me one player. Yeah?
Hold on.
1 second. Number one, tapping up. Number two, it's Newcastle. You're not dealing with a broke club like Bayer Leverkusen, where you can lowball them. This is the Newcastle Football Club.
This is Newcastle who got rejected by James Trafford, Mbuemo, Cunha, Joao Pedro, Liam Delap.
The worst thing is, you made yourself look like a fool because your deal, you were jumping up and down. You got rejected. When the facts got there, they took the facts. They took your facts. The facts came in. They did. Put that in the bin.
Okay. First bid got rejected. Now.
They didn't even look at your bid. I went to Jum'ah. Wallahi, I walked into the mosque. You had bidded. By the time the Imam said, guys, see you later. See you next Friday. No, you did got rejected.
I can't lie. Wallahi, I'm actually lost in this conversation. I
don't even know what they're arguing about anymore. If we're talking about Isak and the money that's bid.
Wait. I just listen. Right. Thing is, is that the guy Isak is going to be a Liverpool player. I've accepted it.
I'm not gonna.
I've accepted it. Listen. Wait. 1 second.
This is haram, wallah.
1 second.
Just switch on your camera. Stop being a drama queen, bro.
1 sec. I don't know why.
I don't understand why it's haram.
I don't know why this Kardashian is doing this. 1 second. Listen. I've accepted it. Everyone's accepted that he's going to be a Liverpool player. Even if it's not this season, it's going to be next season. He wants Liverpool.
Next season. Let's talk about this season.
Okay, we can talk about this season. All this screams to me is that Hamza has a lot of insecurity about his own team and no faith.
Thank you.
Because I've accepted that.
You got muted, alhamdulillah.
I don't know who's muted me, I don't know who muted me. I think some super
by mistake.
The Saudis did, man. The Saudis got to you.
He's trying to get to me. So I've accepted that my club's not going to do anything. I've accepted that my club's not doing anything. So you can say Man United is dead. I don't care. Right? That doesn't bother me. Now with Man City, with Man City, you've spent a lot of money in January. You've spent a decent amount. You've spent a decent. Actually, you know what? January goes.
By the way.
Yeah, actually, January goes with this summer as well. So you've still spent Turkey with.
You're muting yourself, by the way. Wallah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You've spent 8 Nuri as well. You've also got Haaland. All these players that you. And then I just don't understand how I don't understand how Liverpool just signed one. I mean, they signed an attacker, and then you're just losing it. You've got Haaland in your team who also scores goals, so there's nothing to worry about.
You talk about Isak, my team.
No, but listen, you've still got you say that Guardiola.
Okay, we want to talk about Isak.
I want to talk about Isak. You keep talking about my team. Wait. They're gonna break your record this year if I let them win the title. You scumbag.
Yeah. So why are you trying to tag team with people? Hamza, wait. I want to ask you a question. Hamza, what do you think of Riyad Mahrez?
World class. Legend, right? Absolutely.
Read with me. Riyad Mahrez hands in a transfer request as Manchester City make £50 million bid. Riyad Mahrez is a disgrace. Leicester City are a disgrace. Manchester City tapped up Riyad Mahrez, ladies and gentlemen. There you are. We can all play this game. That's why Hamza is just a loser who can't accept it. You want to know why he's doing this? He's doing all of this on purpose. And that's why myself and the team, I just have a short mini commercial break where everyone on the stream can relax a little bit, drink some water. Let's just see how Hamza's been acting on social media lately. Your face.
David Ornstein said.
What you said that James Trafford from Burnley,
bro.
This is
David Ornstein said. Hamza.
$1 million, James Trafford. That's your club now, yeah?
Do you know what David Ornstein said? The total fee is the highest of English.
I'm not even lying.
Surpassing 30 million.
Reveal your face, you bold fraud. Stop hiding.
there's a lot of things I've never like. Wallahi, I'm in pain. Wallahi, I'm in pain, and I'm not gonna accept this. I either fight this pain, and if I fight this pain, I'm gonna know who I'm fighting. Let me ask you a question. So far, we heard the rumors that that they are gonna make the bid this week. They're gonna make the bid for Isak, which is, I think it's gonna be a nightmare. I really believe, Kel, like if they get Isak, it's long. I agree with you, but there's some. I don't know. This is the first time in the season, I'll tell you, in 9 years, that I'm scared. I swear to God, I am scared. I'm frightened because I'm watching Liverpool very closely. I've got eyes on these guys. Like, I know they're dangerous. They got more Saad. Like, they got Wirtz, who's dangerous. Like, I think that guy was the KDB replacement. He was our guy that we were supposed to have got, but we didn't get him. But we got Ryan Cherky. But listen, Ryan Cherky, listen, he will be as good. He'll be as good. But yes, that Newcastle guys, stand up.
City boy them done, FA Cup fly gone. Police come and ends them, do we man wrong? This is the shot where we take wrong turn. Hamza at the stand, big man and more. When we run, be a big fight. City think them lucky, easy think you're the light. But police come to one up, trying to the kite. This is the step up, bust the net, pure fight light. City fan, them stand and a blind man. Push on the bench, should have move with might. And there's some lucky city what broke out right. Pep on the sideline.
Fairness, justice. We're the football club that fights for justice and fairness about not spending. We're the only club that don't spend money. We shop at Aldi. Look at our manager, he bought Chiesa. You know why? You know why his manager is spending money? Because the manager is scared. He's a fraud, he's a bold fraud. Hamza.
City boy them done, FA Cup fly gone. Police come and ends them, do we man wrong? This is the shot where we take wrong turn. Hamza at the stand, big man and more. When we
Show us your face. David Ornstein said.
What you said that James Trafford from Burnley,
bro.
This is
David Ornstein said. Hamza,
12 million James Trafford. That's your club now, yeah?
Do you know what David Ornstein said? The total fee is the highest for English.
I'm not even lying.
Surpassing 30 million.
Reveal your face, you bold fraud. Stop hiding. Hamza, we are on to you. We have clipped up every single thing you have said. When Isak eventually signs for the Reds, Hamza, your life on YouTube is going to be a living hell, and it's going to be because of me. That same clip, we clipped up even more and more and more stuff. We clipped up all the spaces, and Ahmed was right. Ahmed was cooking. This is just insecurities about your own club, because like you said, you're watching Liverpool carefully, and now you hang your head in shame. You're holding your head in shame because you know that it's over when we get Isak. Show your face. Why are you hiding? City representative, big bad Manchester City. Look at the people behind you. Ake, Pep, Haaland, Rodri, Ballon d'Or winner, and you're scared of Liverpool Football Club? James Trafford is coming. Why are you worried? James Trafford is gonna come, bro. The City fans should all rejoice. James Trafford is your new keeper, ladies and gentlemen. Big up to Sean, big up to FK who clipped up all of that stuff. And there's more clips coming. Hi guys. I know you watched that masterclass, you enjoyed it. Ahmed, you were right. Ahmed. He's just insecure about his own club. That's just the truth.
Man City should be like, you've got Man City, you've got the best manager of all time. You've got the best.
You keep muting yourself, by the way. Wallah.
Wallah, I don't know what's going on with my mic, by the way. This mic is retarded, bro. I don't know what's going on with it, bro. Flipping no. But like I said, yeah, it's yeah, like I was saying that you've got Haaland as well who can score goals. So it's not like you're missing out. Do you get me? You've got Haaland who can bag goals. They've got Wirtz. You've signed Cherky. They've got Garnacho, Virgil McAllister. You've got Reinders and you've got Rodrygo coming back. It's not like they're light years ahead of you. And you've got Pep, who's done it before consistently, and they've got Slot. So why are you crying? I don't understand. You're a big club as well, according to yourself. And
he knows.
Better than Fergie.
You know why he's crying, Ahmed? Because back in the day at college, he was the quarterback, and now he is in the G League and washed up 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at the new quarterback at the college, and now they are getting all the chicks. They are getting all the fame. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on with Liverpool currently. And he's just looking from afar and looking at how his past used to be, and now he's not that guy anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fact. Manchester City are shopping at H&M.
Not to correct you, but quarterback never going to play in the G League. G League is a different sport. But
Okay,
move on.
My bad.
You could have just let him live, bro.
I love Son.
I can change it to basketball.
Why is it so
you know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah.
But it's still the same.
The point.
I think now we're gonna realize the true fan in Hamza, the true City fan in Hamza. I'm being serious, by the way. In the next year, when Man City are not the best team in the country, they're not attracting the best talent. They got rejected by Florian Wirtz, and Liverpool got them. Liverpool are getting the likes of Isak. You know what I mean? Man City are not. We're gonna know the real City fan. We're gonna
you
know
don't think
the real
City are going to
City
do
fan.
anything?
Are you saying basically you're gonna see if he's a glorious?
You want to know what the real City fan Hamza's
you
gonna do?
get my point about like City. Like there are City fans
Because they all act like they love their club through thick and thin, right?
Yeah. It's like that is the reality. Like, listen, I've written like I know that I didn't know all of you guys, but I knew a window with Liverpool when they literally had Ricky Lambert and Fabio Borini as their marquee signings in that season.
Fabio
Right?
Borini. Yeah.
I remember this shit, bro. We remember, like, bro, even there are other clubs that actually got like bad signings during the seasons and all the stuff. There's Arsenal signed like, oh my God. I remember the window with Sambi Lokonga, Nuno Tavares, and these guys. And bro, these were
Dark
like
days.
dark days, yeah. We know the problem is, and I'm just saying this year, the majority of City fans have not seen the trenches since they supported City. They haven't. You haven't seen your club, like even Chelsea.
Facts.
Even the young Chelsea fans like Ahmed, they have seen their club finish 10th, bro. Like fucking trenches. 12th. But you did see your club go a couple of years without league titles, 3 years. Then the majority of Man City fans, and I'm not saying that it's now your love for the club is actually tested now. When the neighbors are the ones signing the stars, not you. You don't go into the season with the big club. Like, we have watched some Man United fans literally give up on fucking football. Man United. Like, because
doing content and everything. Yep.
Like they stopped even watching. Like, they started doing something else. Like, you know what is going on.
I'll tell you exactly what Hamza will
winning.
do now this summer, this year. Every time City loses or draws a game, Hamza, I'm gonna be late. When is the show? I thought the show is at 11. Oh my God, the show is at 10. No way. And then suddenly you're gonna catch him at the 2 a.m. space with Martin. Martin, I told you during the summer we should have spent money. You think I'm gonna allow this bald fraud Slot to go back-to-back league titles? You really think I'm about to allow Slot to win back-to-back league titles? This is Manchester City. We have standards. The standards of this club is to win the league. We have to win the league every year. We should spend money in January. Let's spend another 250 million. Where is Kusanov? No one knows. Where is Vitor Reis? No one knows. Where is Nico Gonzalez? No one knows. Pep wants a small
what is he gonna do if Pep is not his manager?
And Hamza thinks
Victor Reis is on loan, by the way. He's at Girona now.
Yeah, and by the way, another one. Remember when I was mentioning Sterling? Just so you know, newspaper headline literally 10 years ago. Sterling tells Liverpool he doesn't want to go on tour as he tries to force move to Manchester City. Manchester City are a disgrace. They did this to all the clubs. You see why? He cooks himself. And all the clips where Hamza thinks he's laughing at Liverpool, when Isak ends up being a Liverpool player, bro, all these clips are going to be brought to light. We're going to have a great mini movie together. We're all going to watch it and we're all going to have fun. And Ahmed said the truest statement of them all. There are two amazing statements from two panelists here. Mo said he will be tested as a City fan. Show us. You claim you love your club, Hamza. Okay. Be here through thick and thin. I want to see how you are when Liverpool are top of the league by Christmas, by 10 points, by 12 points, whatever it is. I want to see where Hamza is. Is Hamza hiding? Is Hamza here? That's the question. The second thing is, Ahmed is bang on. This all comes from the insecurity of Hamza about his own football club. This is just the truth. He is so worried about this season because he knows this time there's no more Chiesa summer. There's no more Harvey Elliott, Sepp van den Berg summer. Liverpool are moving serious. We stole Wirtz from them. We literally stole Florian Wirtz from them and from Bayern Munich and from Real Madrid. And then we signed Milos Kerkez, one of the best, if not the best left back in the league last season. And then we signed Frimpong. And then we signed Ekitike. And when we signed Ekitike, Hamza tweeted, as you saw on the video, they're signing an under-21 French striker. It's over. It's over. And then after that, we're going to get Isak. And guess what? We're not done. We're also going to sign a centre-back. We're going to see where Hamza is. We're going to see where Hamza is after all this. I love Manchester City. Hamza. My name's Hamza. Professor. Sit down on the floor. Take pen and paper. I love Man City. Okay. Guess what? Ahmed in the last 13 years hasn't seen a league title. TKA for 20 years hasn't seen a league title. Ahmed, since Antonio Conte, hasn't seen a league title at Chelsea. Jacob, supporting Spurs his whole life, saw his first trophy literally last year.
Hey, we were close to a league title that one year. We were close.
Yeah, we're close.
And you
But
go
you
to the
didn't.
Champions League.
Yeah, Mo saw his team got slapped in a European final 5-0 and he's still here. Show us. You say you love your club. You say you love Manchester City. You say you're in love with your football club. Okay, no problem. Show us then.
No,
I want to see Hamza.
Like, I don't understand.
If I may come in on this on the Isak thing, I don't think that it's disrespectful or a bad business move for a company or a football club to say, look at the market value. We're going to shoot what? Let's say we're saying he's worth 150 and they bid 110. So that's a 40 mil difference. Like, from a Newcastle perspective, you're never supposed to accept the first bid, first of all. And second of all, from a Liverpool perspective, Isak, and by him holding out or whatever you want to call it, that has actually made it easier for Liverpool. So if anything, you should be upset with Isak, not with Liverpool, because now Liverpool don't have to up that bid. Maybe, I mean, if they wanted to get it done early and quickly, they could just add a couple million to it, or some bonuses, like some clauses. Like, if we win the league, you get an extra 5 mil or something like that. You know, give a little incentive just to show that you're willing to negotiate. But from a business perspective, you never want to just say, from a Newcastle perspective, that bid works, but then you have the asset that they're trying to buy that is like leaving the club. He will not train with the club. The coach is coming out talking about, I don't know what's going on with him. I would love for him to be here, but he's not. If anything, if anyone is the bad guy in this, if you feel that way at all, I don't, because Isak obviously wants to go to a bigger club. Who can blame him? He wants to win a league title. He wants to play in the Champions League. These are all things that he's aspiring for. And if you rate yourself as one of the top 5 strikers in the world, you force this move. And he's doing right by himself. Liverpool's doing right by themselves. And in a sense, Newcastle did right by themselves. But now their back is up against the wall by what Isak done.
Can I ask a question, Jacob, then? So do you think that what he's doing, riot and not going to training, like he can actually tell Newcastle, I want to go to somewhere else, so the other club won't have the upper hand? As you said, Liverpool now have the utmost upper hand. Like, Liverpool can say, this is it. If Isak wants to leave, which is I understand, if I'm Alexander Isak and Liverpool come calling, Liverpool are a bigger club and I want to go and win the Premier League next season and win the Champions League. But what he did is a little bit disrespectful, not showing up to training, throwing. Like, imagine if a Liverpool player,
a Newcastle fan should be pissed for sure.
Exact. Imagine if
they should be more pissed about their ownership, not Isak.
Ownership.
Because, bro,
no, their ownership can't do what City did 15 years ago.
I mean, didn't Isak give a price though?
They're literally not allowed to do it, by the way. Like,
I Isak gave them a price and they didn't want to pay him though. You know what I'm saying? He gave them a price and they didn't want to pay him.
Here's the thing. I'll tell you what I think happened, right? Let me just say this. And by the way, I actually agree with Jacob completely. If Hamza came here and actually cooked Isak himself, like if Hamza was like, Isak is a disgrace, he didn't show up to training, blah, 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 I would still disagree and I would speak to him, but I would understand why he's saying this. The problem is he's trying to cook Liverpool and trying to cook Newcastle. You're cooking salmonella, in the words of Ahmed. This is what I think happened at the start of the window. I'll tell you what I think happened. I think Isak probably wanted to stay at Newcastle, okay? He's like, yalla, Champions League football, let's go. And then he realized there is no sporting director. The sporting director is Eddie Howe and his brother. There is amateur hour happening at Newcastle. Watch this. This is who rejected Newcastle. James Trafford, Brian Mbeumo, Joao Pedro, Liam Delap. We can go on and on. Ekitike. So many players rejecting Newcastle. And he's like, this club is not serious. I want to win the Champions League. I want to win the Premier League. So that's why there's an unseriousness right now around Newcastle. And he's like, okay, Liverpool called. Liverpool did what they did and his head was turned. And by the way, when the Premier League champions call you, your head will be turned.
Having no sporting director, who does that go to? The ownership.
Yeah, I hear you, but the problem is...
Don't forget...
Okay, but here's the thing. Why do we cook City? TKA, me, you, Ahmed, everyone here. Why do we cook City? 15 years ago, yalla, spend money. Etihad Airways, blah, blah, blah. Saudi cannot do that with Newcastle because of the new rules. That's the thing.
They can't get a sporting director. I'm not saying
they have to get a sporting director. You're right.
No, but I'm not saying
Newcastle and Liverpool.
But they could have paid his contract, but they didn't because he gave them a price.
I don't think he would have renewed. I don't think he would.
But bro, if that was the case, why would he give them a price of 300k a week if he didn't want to stay at the beginning? I think they said no. He felt disrespected, and that's why he got more convinced to join Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? Because why would you give a price if you're not willing to stay, in my opinion?
Do you think, let me ask a question. I know you guys have been saying bad things about...
Look at him. He's talking calmly now, no longer shouting.
I just want to ask a question.
I clipped you up all week.
If you, and I'm going to come for this, if Newcastle, this project relies on everything on Newcastle having Isak. If they lose Isak, what stops these other players, like Anthony Gordon, like Bruno Guimaraes, Sandro Tonali, all these players that they bought, what stops those guys saying, I want to leave? I thought I came here for a project. What stops these guys not asking for a move? And you have to ask yourself. To me, I said, if I'm Newcastle, I'll do this. And I'll be honest with you. I'll tell Isak, you stay this season, exactly what they did to Luis Suarez, exactly how Man United did Cristiano. And the next season, Bayern will come because they need a striker with Harry Kane. Barcelona need a striker with Lewandowski. And I think Liverpool will be blown out the waters and the competition is there. Like, you can tell him and if they sell Isak, Eddie Howe has to be sacked. Because I told you guys fans about this. I told people about this Eddie Howe. He's a scumbag. He's a loser. There's sometimes you have that image in football that people, you don't attract players. And I'm sorry about this. If Eddie Howe, who worked with Richard Hughes at Bournemouth, I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. This guy worked with Bournemouth with Richard Hughes. If he allows Isak to go, Newcastle fans must make sure this guy leaves because this guy.
So why did Wirtz choose Slot over Pep?
Because to me, we did the same thing. One second.
Pep be sacked.
1 second. So I'm not finished. We did the same thing with Tevez. Tevez tried to kick off. What did we do? We fined him. We told him, you can't leave. He tried to take us to the arbitration court, report us to FA. City, it was all rejected. And we fined him for 2 months missing. And we didn't pay 2 weeks his wages every month. And we fined him 10 million. So it's a stance you take. And the football club, the step you take with Isak, the whole world is watching you. And it's not like Real Madrid. It's Liverpool. I'm not respecting Liverpool. It's not that, like, it's an ambition for kids' dream to play for.
It's Real not Madrid. An ambitious move to go from Newcastle to Liverpool. Are you crazy?
I don't think you're the biggest in football. I think you're not.
Okay, but we're not the biggest in football, but we're the biggest in England. You said it literally 2 weeks ago.
You're a big club, but it's not the.
No, it's not about big club. We're the biggest club in the whole country.
If Barcelona come next year, they needed Lewandowski. I think.
Yeah, but Barcelona can't even sign Nico Williams for 50 million.
But they could next season.
Yeah, but based on what?
How many clubs are bigger than Liverpool?
Barcelona going to be able to pay 120 million for
How many
Isak
clubs?
does.
How many clubs are?
Barcelona ain't
What
gonna
is
pay
the
150
bigger
million.
step?
Let's
No,
be
I'm
real,
actually
let's
curious
not
about
happen.
this. I want to hear an answer because when you say Newcastle to Liverpool is not that big of a step, what is a bigger step? Real Madrid is the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, Real
Barcelona
Madrid.
is bigger than Liverpool. And I'll be honest with you, at the moment, if I'm a player,
Barcelona ain't bigger than Liverpool.
if I at the moment is PSG have capabilities of winning. Major
PSG
trophies.
definitely ain't bigger than Liverpool. Stop it, you're
So
waffling.
they can they have a chance to win major trophies than you. Because
Also,
they're good.
PSG don't
Yeah,
don't
they can
play with a
still spend
striker.
money and they can attract them. They're gonna offer him
PSG
the
don't play with a
biggest
striker, Hamza. They have
They're
4
gonna give
wingers.
him the biggest wages. The face of PSG, pay him more than Liverpool. Literally annihilate Liverpool in terms of his wages, bonuses, everything. And they can make him the face of what Mbappe.
Yeah, but you said step up. PSG is not bigger
Isak
than
can
Liverpool.
be a legend at PSG.
Yeah, but
Just-
PSG is not bigger than Liverpool, so you're missing the point once again.
No, but
Here's the problem with your
there's a
argument.
chance to win major
Your
trophies.
argument, first of all, Newcastle to Liverpool is a massive step up because he goes from Newcastle, who aren't even bigger than Sunderland trophy-wise,
Oh,
to
please.
football. Sunderland literally have more league titles than Chelsea. You don't even know history. So now, back to the topic. So they're not even bigger than Sunderland. Going all the way to the biggest club in England, that's of course a massive step up because Liverpool will win the league if he joins Liverpool, and we'll have a big chance of winning the Champions League. PSG that you're talking about, we got knocked out by PSG on penalties with Darwin Núñez.
Yeah, I'm asking more
Yeah,
questions.
can
Hamza,
I
do you
ask one
think,
thing?
Hamza, just answer me these simple questions. Do you think a player going from Aston Villa to Man City is a step up?
Wallahi, I want to ask the same
Hamza,
thing.
Hamza,
Wallahi,
just
I want
answer
to
the
ask
same
same thing.
answer, yes or no. Do you think a player moving from Aston Villa to Man City
Big.
now is a step up, yes or no?
Big, yeah.
Yeah, okay, the difference between Aston Villa and Man City is actually smaller than the difference between Newcastle and Liverpool.
Thank
No.
you. Thank
No,
you.
I'll give you an example.
Hamza,
More.
for example, Hamza.
No,
Hamza,
the
for
manager.
example, yeah? For example, can I say one thing?
Would you
Hamza,
play for
Hamza,
Luis Enrique
Hamza, can
or
I
play
give you
for
one
Arne Slot?
example? Hamza,
No,
I'll give you one
ask anyone in
example.
the chat that's not
If
Would
Isak
you
joins
play for
City,
Arne Slot or
if
you play for
Isak
Luis-
joins City, is that an upgrade in your eyes?
Huh?
If Isak joins City today, is that an upgrade?
Big upgrade.
Big upgrade. And
Because
Liverpool
he's
not
playing
as
for
much.
their manager.
That's what I'm saying. There's no he doesn't have an argument. Well, he has no
He
argument.
doesn't have an argument. He completely drowned.
Argument. He's waffling, bro. He's waffling.
No,
He's
look,
waffling.
a team that's dominated
doing?
English football for the last 10 years. What are we doing here? Yeah,
Like
the
you're
greatest
waffling,
manager-
wallahi, Hamza, you're waffling. You have no
Bro,
legs to
what else
stand
are
on.
you doing?
There's
Bro,
nothing
Liverpool
here.
won only a league title. I'm not disrespecting Liverpool is a huge
League
historic
title is
club.
crazy, yeah. Wallahi, it's crazy. La,
Yeah, but
wallahi.
it's not about
Yeah.
just. First of
I'm
all, you
sorry.
keep talking about historic. Since Klopp arrived till this day, Liverpool have been to multiple Champions League final, won the Champions League,
Won
won the
once.
Premier League, no. I'm saying been there because in order to even attempt to win it, you have to be there first.
How many times have you
So
failed?
been to the Champions League final. And by the way, even when you say like Liverpool lost the Champions League final, just to prove Jacob's point, it's not like Liverpool went to the Champions League final and we lost to like Ajax. We lost to Real Madrid. We lost to the biggest club in Europe, literally. So when you say Newcastle to Liverpool is a massive step up because you're going from. By the way, just so people remember, Newcastle got top 4 literally on the last game week. Literally, and they only got top 4 because Forest lost to Chelsea. Had Forest beat Chelsea, Newcastle would be in the Europa League. Literally, they'd be in the Europa League. 2, Liverpool celebrating a league title for 4 weeks, 5 weeks before the
I don't
season
disrespect.
ends.
I think Liverpool's the biggest club in England. I've always said I love Liverpool.
Okay, so it's a massive step up then. Don't just be wrong and strong.
But Sam, waiting for another year, he can either become Alan Shearer or become Michael Owen. Who do you want to be? If
But you're
Isaac-
saying
You're saying
wait
He
for
wants
another
to
year.
be
Okay,
Michael
wait. You say wait
Newcastle, that's
for
what I'm
another
saying.
year.
Newcastle, he can have this name, but he's built his name. I'll say apologize, go back to training. You build your name at that legacy, gave that club a major trophy. Apologize to the fan base. I made a mistake. Shake hands with the football club because money can't buy that legacy.
Yeah.
Aguero will always have that legacy. It doesn't matter. So shake hands next year. Whoever comes with the bid, and I think Bayern will be involved, PSG will be involved, and once those guys are involved,
So why would
I
he
don't
want to
think-
stay another? If you're saying build legacy, why would he stay
why
another year?
not? Because they know
Okay, let me ask you. You take your legacy, right? Sharer. Do you think? Okay, Hamza. Do you think Newcastle are in contention to win the Premier League next season? Yes or no?
No.
It's a yes or no question, Hamza. It's a yes or no question.
no.
Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Do you think Newcastle are in contention to win the Champions League next season?
No.
Okay, خلاص. So there is no legacy if you're saying that he's
Can
gonna
they
leave
win the
next year.
FA Cup? Can they win the FA
It's
Cup?
not
And
a
the
legacy.
League? Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, guys.
Crystal Palace won the
But-
FA
but- but
When he
Hamza-
used to win with Jurgen Klopp, he used to hype about those.
All right. Let me pose you a hypothetical then. Let me pose what's a bigger accomplishment if he stays at Newcastle and helps them win an FA Cup, or say hits the game-winning goal in the semifinal to go to the finals of the Champions League for Liverpool.
Liverpool, of course.
Liverpool.
I mean, that's not even winning the Champions League. That's just a goal to help get to the final, or winning the FA Cup with Newcastle.
Bro, Hamza, I think you're gonna prove your point even more.
Why
Trent's legacy at Liverpool now.
Who
The
did that
biggest
for?
legacy is a
Harry Kane
corner
or
kick.
Son?
Wallahi,
did that
the
for?
biggest legacy of Trent at Liverpool is a corner kick against Barcelona.
Son is my father.
Son. Why do you
He's my
love Son?
father.
Why do you love Son?
He's a goat, and he loves it, and he loves me, and he loves Tottenham.
So you
And he
stand
cried,
up.
I cried, we
What
crowed.
you've done, you can rub it a Newcastle fan. And
You know,
if it
just
is
to prove my
Newcastle,
point.
I'm scared Newcastle down for. I'm really scared.
Okay. Just to prove my point. Just to prove Hamza completely 100% wrong. What do you guys? How highly do you guys rate Obafemi Martins?
He was a top player for Inter Milan. He
Top
dunked us
player.
for 3-0.
Top
He
player.
dunked us
Yeah,
for
top
3-0.
player. Is in anyone's eyes here? Is Martins a top 30 even striker in Premier League history?
No chance.
No. But Obafemi Martins scored the winner for Birmingham City against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final.
His name is bigger. In Newcastle now, there's not many players are big in name. Alan Shearer, people like David Ginola, people like Aspria. His name is out there. Us Newcastle fans, they love him. He's like the guy. He's the face. Why spoil your name for what?
He's already done it, bro. He's already got the Carabao Cup.
You become a
He already was
I mean-
the best player at. By the way, watch this. Isak at Newcastle scored against Arsenal in the semi-final. Everyone know how amazing that goal is against Arsenal. He scored against us at Wembley. His legacy is going to be there forever because guess what? He helped Newcastle win their first
He's
trophy.
becoming Judas. He's becoming Judas. He's
70
Judas.
years.
He beat
And
Newcastle.
thank you, Martin. Thank you. See, Liverpool
So,
to Newcastle.
I
but his
kind of sympathize with what Hamza's saying here, because if Harry Kane had done what Son done, I probably feel a little bit different about Harry Kane, because what he did in that last year to Nuno, I thought was highly disrespectful, and he kind of did the holdout business, and a little bit, not like it tarnished his legacy, it didn't take away the fact that he scored more goals than Jimmy Greaves at the club. But it does make me there is a little salt on the paella, if you know what I mean. Or excuse me, I guess the beans and toast, as you would say in England. Because
But guess what? They bantered him for it. So
And this is
So
why you're
well,
getting
well,
called
you
up
know
by
what?
your
Egg on
own
his face,
fans,
because it
and
took him
I'll
over a
give you
year
this.
to win
Man
the
City,
fucking
what
dinner
England said,
plate
Bruno
at
Guimaraes
Bundesliga. Bum.
Man City, according to Martin, who's here, told me, Wallahi, Martin, I'm gonna let me bring Martin. Is he there? Martin told me, I asked him, he said we wanted Bruno Guimaraes, but Bruno Guimaraes did not push for a move. Yeah, ask Martin. That is we respect Bruno Guimaraes. He's loved by Newcastle. And I said, why? He said, why should he push for a move? Why? Look, he's a Brazilian. So why is Isak doing? Bruno Guimaraes could have gone anywhere to Manchester City. He refused to push for a move. Why is Isak doing what? The most disrespectful thing to Newcastle fan.
Okay,
Who
you
worked
asked
for
a
his
question.
Let me finish. Wallahi, he never had a name before he came to Newcastle. He was the same name with Kubo at Red Sociedad. His name was like Kubo at Red Sociedad. Newcastle fans, they're so good. They're like Liverpool fans, but they're so passionate. They loved him. They welcomed you. But why going back? Why everything? They're the best fans. These Liverpool fans, they will take. I don't like that attitude. And Liverpool fans know why I'm angry. Because that attitude.
Because you're scared. Martin called you out. Because you're scared. Like we played in the clip. You said you're watching Liverpool. You're scared. You said it verbatim from your own channel.
Liverpool fact. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
you're
admit.
scared.
I mean,
Okay, so just come here and say I'm scared of Liverpool. Don't lie.
No, 100%. Because you're building a good team. Yes, but the thing that hurts me is the fact that of all this issue, and inshallah, we'll see. Newcastle hold the cards. All I say, Newcastle hold the cards, and don't think.
Can I ask you one very simple question? One very simple question. Everyone here on the panel will vouch for what I'm about to say. If you care about loyalty in football so much, why do you cook Steven Gerrard every time? Answer.
Son.
I respect him so highly.
Yeah. Say that without squinting your eye. Yeah, say that without squinting your eye. Yeah, go on.
Of course, Steven Gerrard will never won a
Yeah.
Premier League.
Why do you sing the slip song? Why do you sing the slip?
Steven Gerrard never won a Premier League.
Ah, crazy. You see, now loyalty doesn't matter anymore if you don't win. Guess what, Hamza? If Isak stays at Newcastle, he ain't gonna win the Premier League either. So shut your ass up. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Make sure guys are liking the video. Make sure guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Let me grab these super.
Don't think I hate you guys. I love you guys.
No, don't worry. There is no saving you. There is no saving you. Let me explain something to you. Hamza, let me explain something to you. Do not try to save yourself. It's over. I promise you, Hamza, I have clips and spaces recordings for days. When Isak becomes a Liverpool player, Hamza Talks Football is finished. I'm telling you right now. 1,500 people in here. Are you not entertained? Let's get to 500 likes ASAP. We ain't even at 500 likes. We just cooked the shit out of Hamza. Deep fried them. Everyone, please hit the like button, subscribe. Let me grab these super chats before we move on. Talk about Garnacho to Chelsea and where will Sesko end up. You get me? So.
And then I would also like to go around the panel and have everyone say something nice about Heung-min Son.
Oh my! Can you leave it, bro? We don't care about.
Can you start off with me? Can you start off with me?
Yeah,
can I read the supers first so we can get through them? A big up to Umar Rushdie. He says Hamza PIF funding Isak, TK for Konate to stay, and then he says Hamza, we might add Rodrygo. Just so you know, Hamza, the Rodrygo thing is not over. You see Rodrygo twerking for Liverpool? There you are. Yeah, Park Ji-sung played hockey, you Muppet Jacob. Why are you calling Jacob a Muppet?
Well, I'll tell you this much. With your Indonesian rubies, Park Ji-sung can respectfully hold that. He's never accomplished or done the things that Son's done. He just rode the coattails of better players. So congratulations to that fraud.
He's won more than Son. He's better than Son.
He's not. He's not.
He's won more than Son.
He's not. If Son played for fucking United in that same era, he would have actually, started every game. So,
Son's a board up there. Like,
Ahmed, can you stop rage baiting Jacob, please? We all know Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung is just a regular player, nothing special. Allow it.
It's not a Heung-min Son.
Okay, what's this?
He's a lower player.
United bid is what Fas is saying. Big up to you, Akhi.
Jisung Park, bro. Respect.
I think this is about Sesko, which we'll speak about in a second. By the way, Hamza, I have a question from Martin. He just messaged me. He says, if City were Liverpool, for example, would Hamza still say Newcastle are heritage and are massive, or would he say Manchester City are a massive step up?
Interesting.
I've always respected Newcastle. If Isak had conducted
You're a
himself
liar.
that way, I don't
You're
want him
such a liar. I swear to God, this guy's the biggest liar. He would say it's a step up, 100%, Martin. See, you're getting cooked by your own fans. Respectfully disagree, Mo. You can't be low bowling when he'd be the British transfer record. First bids are always lower, so there is room for negotiations. I think this is a fair response, Mo, yeah?
No, he's wrong. By the way, there is low ball. By the way, let me ask Osam a question. Osam,
Fabrizio just tweeted, here we go, Central AFC. Literally as I was thinking this. Fuck!
I don't know why is he upset. Why is he upset? The guy announced and did that press conference that he's leaving Spurs. Why is he upset?
I love him. I don't want it to be real.
Jacob, go watch him play Austin FC in person now.
Yeah,
I'm going to be at the airport when he arrives, first of all.
In LA?
You gotta go to LA, yeah. You gotta go
it's only a 12-hour drive.
Anything for Son, eh? Unpopular opinion, Nunes leaving is better than Isak coming in. Hey, Nunes leaving is going to be such a great day for this incredible football club. In business, Mr. Nice Guy will go nowhere.
That is my point, Omar, but people don't understand.
Big up, everyone. A true legend leaves the league. Son, what a player, what a human being. We will miss him even if we was rivals on the pitch. Liverpool and Spurs ain't rivals, Mohamed Son.
Bro,
Maybe
Hey, big up for that. Someone actually speaking with facts and not just their
Son
bias
ain't no
because Son
legend,
dunked on your fucking club.
It's always Liverpool fans showing you love. You see this, Jacob? That's why you should be nice
Nah,
to
bro,
Liverpool.
Son ain't no legend, bro. Come on now.
He is a legend.
He's a purple patch
I
player.
mean-
That's
I
all
mean-
he
I
was.
mean-
He's not
He's a legend
a
for
bro.
Spurs.
I'll purple
He's a
patch your
legend for
face.
Spurs.
How about that? Talk nicely to Son.
He's a legend for Spurs, isn't it? But
Listen, the thing
He's a
is,
legend for the fucking world.
Jacob
He's
is
a
he's
legend
right.
for Spurs.
Mo is right because at this point Isak can't play again, is what Jeff is saying. Fair. Would love to see us bid 50 million just to see Mo get rattled chatting and being honest while unable to understand negotiations going on behind the scenes. Jacob, tribute to Son. He leaves when he smelt the fire. Hamza Pep is emotionally outspoken in GQ interview. Is this a defying season for Pep? I'll answer this even as a Liverpool fan. This season won't defy Pep Guardiola because Pep Guardiola won 7 and 9 before this year. So even if it's 7 and 10, it doesn't change how amazing Pep is. The
Hey, big
value
up for
has
that
changed.
super chat
Yeah,
showing
but
some
this
love
is
to the
the
GOAT.
only-
Appreciate
this
that.
is so guys, this is the only time where on paper, guys, Pep Guardiola doesn't have the tools above other clubs in his league. When he coached Barcelona, when he coached Bayern Munich,
Fine.
and when he coached Man City. It's that. By the way, if Liverpool get Isak, right now Arsenal are gonna get Eze, and Liverpool are still gonna get a centre back. Realistically, Pep doesn't have the tools above Liverpool and Arsenal. So I want to see what he does.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the tools that he has now, right?
yeah. Because that's what people have been
and the
asking
tools
for.
that he's
anyway.
got, by the way.
With all due respect, I watch Alex Ferguson win a Champions League with
Say it again.
Brown as a right back, John O'Shea, and Darren Fletcher as a centre mid.
Say it again.
We've seen that. Like,
And did he not have Van der Sar in goal? Did he have no Wayne Rooney, Cristiano Ronaldo, Tevez, Ryan Giggs, David?
yeah. But
Oh, here we go.
you cannot. Hamza,
Rio
you cannot.
Ferdinand, Vidic.
خلاص,
Because
he's
I know
gonna
the
talk
team,
now.
so don't go to the
Yeah,
bench,
he's
guys.
not
I'm
bench.
taking the starting 11. You see? Bro, I know.
City also have Rodri, Haaland,
Come on,
Ruben
man.
Diaz.
I was about to say that, Mahi. You cannot have 11 Southampton 11 players and win the league. Mahi, you have to have somebody. Even Liverpool with Jurgen Klopp, they had Salah. He was a record holder. They had Mane, they had Firmino, they had Fabinho, they had. You cannot have the whole thing. يا أخي. Astaghfirullah al-Azim, ya Rabb. That is the point. City still have Haaland, Rodri. They still have Gavardiol. They still sign Nouri, but they don't have a team that is better. That is my point. That is better on paper than Liverpool and Arsenal.
Yeah.
Does that make
Mo
sense?
and his hypotheticals. Love story made in hell. Hey, hypotheticals is what make football conversations great. Newcastle and LFC are coordinating on the deal. Isak is gone. I agree with this. I think Isak going to be a Liverpool player.
Wallahi, Martin in the chat gets it. Like, still City have players to win the league, but he doesn't
Yeah.
have all the tools to actually.
He doesn't
be-
have an 11 that's better than everyone. Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
Newcastle fans should send
But
threats to
Mo-
Isak to not move like Liverpool did Gerrard to Chelsea. Worked out last time. Mo there gave you the solution.
okay, hold on. Newcastle fans should send threats to Isak to not move like Liverpool fans did to Gerrard, to Chelsea. Worked out last
That was a
time.
fake story, by the way. I actually looked into it. It's a fake story. It's not true.
Yeah, it's a true story.
Hamza, STFU, be
Oh,
quiet,
yes.
Hamza, be quiet. After your speech about loyalty, you should always big up Gerrard from now on. Hamza, STFU, stop crying
you
like a
threatened
spoiled
him as
bitch.
well.
Your club
Threatened.
ain't done everything Liverpool has done for over 10 years now. Yeah, exactly. They literally spent more money than us before Isak, bro. I've never seen one
But I
transfer
was
not
winning
live like
everything.
this. Hamza's
up?
been tweeting about us 24/7. Hamza, let me read these so we can talk about Garnacho, please. Hamza, new goalkeeper
Really?
from Aldi,
Garnacho.
start talking about Harrods. Yeah, James Trafford incoming to save a City. They're all ratters because the Giants have awakened. Yeah, this is what we used to do late 70s, early 80s. Hamza, would you rather Arsenal win the Premier League than Liverpool? I'll tell you what he'll say. The reason why he'll say no is Hamza will accept Salah, Isak, Wirtz, Van Dijk, Alisson winning the league. He's not going to accept Martinelli being a league champion on his head top. I'm telling you the answer from now. FFP was made because of us and City, as it should. Yeah, it's a correct thing. The fraudulence is unreal. Big up Hossam. Mo, you're just trying to be edgy, brother. Calm down. Hamza, you'll be cooked when Isak lands at the red. When Isak becomes a Liverpool player, that stream with Hamza is going to hit like crack in the 80s. On Spaces, Hamza, Isak left because injury, now tap up. Yeah, exactly. That's what we said at the start. City era started with tapping up Tevez. Exactly. They literally tapped up Carlos Tevez, bro. Isak hasn't joined and he's already rattling the rivals. They're all rattled, bro. City tapped up Trafford, 0 class, 0 tradition, yeah, and they tapped up Sterling and they tapped up Mahrez right here. Hamza was talking about how much Isak is a fraud. Yeah, watch this. What's this? Exactly. Hamza equal biggest hypocrite of all time. Embarrassing. I know Hamza doesn't make any sense, but most of the chat engagement comes from his nonsense, rage baiting. First commercial I enjoyed. Cry Hamza, need tears. He will cry when Isak becomes a Liverpool player. This was a PSA to not talk ish or live online, touch grass and find shame, is what Nick is saying. Also, why Chelsea Arsenal fans are not whining Isak to Liverpool? I don't know. Big up to CXD Pluto. Salah, Isak, Wirtz versus James Trashford. Wallahi, this is a long season, Hamza. Oh, it's going to be a long season for Hamza. You best believe that. This is why, as Arsenal fan, I have respect for every club here apart from City and hope the rest of you guys don't forget COVID Arsenal, guys. Hey, big up COVID Arsenal who won the FA Cup. You get me?
And Chelsea. You can put Chelsea in that list as well.
Hassam, real quick. There was a super chat you read that said something about touching grass, and I just got a question. What do you do when they say that?
What do I do?
Yeah, because there's no grass for me to touch. I live in the desert. And I was like, who else lives in the desert? Hassam, what do you do?
I don't live in the desert. I live in the mountains. There's a lot of grass.
Oh, okay.
Actually, around my house, I've got like 15 different trees.
Red card. Listen,
I got a fig tree.
Sorry.
I got a peach tree. I live in the Jordanian side where there is mountains.
Yeah, you've actually sent me pictures, and it's quite beautiful. It reminds me of Greece,
and it
actually.
snowed here before.
Don't send us video of you touching grass.
How about you send a video of you touching grass instead of being on Spaces 24/7? If Newcastle want to move like a big club, they can't let Liverpool just piss all over them this transfer window, make a statement and don't sell, period. Yeah, but if Isak hands in a transfer request and you're going to get Sesko and Wissa, as today Mr. What's his name again? Craig Hope said, then khalas. Yo, big up everyone is what Curtis Jones is saying. Big up to you. LFC stole both Karkas and Wirtz from Manchester City. Exactly. So Pep should be sacked using Hamza's logic. Hamza, don't diss Tonali PTSD on us. We are just different. Facts. Oh, yeah. Barcelona, who can't afford their own players' wages and couldn't sign Nico, company at Bayern, or PSG, trade out Ballon d'Or winner Dembele for Isak.
But I'm just going to tell you something, Jack. At Inter, they wanted Denzel Dumfries, right? Who had a release clause of 25 million euros, okay? After it expired, it said that they actually tried to go to Inter and said, can you give us the player for cheaper because we can't afford the 25 million euros?
Yeah, that's why when Hamza says Barcelona, he's just uneducated on top.
I didn't know this until the Dumfries news came out in Italy after the release expired.
What about PSG? Barcelona. What about Bayern? They don't have money next year.
Bayern already have Harry Kane. Why are they gonna go for?
I'm saying next year is 34. Next year is 34 years old. 35, in fact.
Do you know how much Harry Kane is on at Bayern?
When's his contract running out?
It's like 2 years from now.
Let me see. I think it's running.
That's what I'm saying. So when Hamza makes statements that are just so uncalculated, so uneducated, like,
Hamza,
Barcelona.
I tried.
Did we not all see the club? Mo. At the start of the window, did we not see Nico Williams to Barcelona? All of us.
They don't have the money.
They don't have the money. Exactly. Hamza players' career is short. They want to win trophies. Example: if club want to sell a player, they will put him in under 21. Then no one cares about the player. He'll never walk alone. Exactly, bro.
Harry Kane has 2 years.
By the way, the quote from I think it was Fabrizio last week is the perfect quote. Isak doesn't want to play in the Champions League. He wants to win the Champions League. So there you go. Then. By the way, just to all the mods in the chat, quickly, guys, let's just chill out on timeouts and bans unless it's something really disrespectful. You get me? So yeah. Just like someone
if they ain't talking to Son nicely, that's a
he was like, oh, by the way, haha, this is a repeat conversation. Okay, so what do you want me to talk about? You want me to invent information? Hamza is correct. Winning FA Cup is a legacy because a shit club couldn't win one against Palace.
Yeah, the club used to parade that, huh? For 2 years when you
and you couldn't win it. The same rivals saying that if we get Isak, we are going to be scary, win the lot. Also saying he should wait a year. They're scared, very scared, Jack. Very scared, Jack. Completely scared. By the way, Jack, if someone's talking about anyone's family member on the panel, ban them 100%. No disrespect is allowed to Mo or his wife or any family member. So you're
So
correct.
what about those disrespecting son? I said he's my father, and then everyone started trying to dunk on him, and it's just not
I mean,
factual.
they should be dunking on him. They should be dunking
Say
on
two
him.
sentences
Bro, he dunked
in
on
Korean.
you. How about that?
Did
Say
he?
2 sentences in Korean right now.
I know it. Seng Nihai, which means I love you, and I'm gonna say that to son whenever I
Very
see him.
Korean.
Oh my god!
Song
that is
Nihai.
nasty.
Something
your
like
ass.
that.
Nasty.
He didn't
Yeah.
teach, bro. He didn't
Bro,
teach it
at
to me.
least
I
say
just
hello
said-
in Korean. It's very easy, bro.
Everyone,
Hello in
guys,
Korean?
we have a Diallo bomba. This is what Diallo wants to happen. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen, Diallo. So you're going to cry more again this season. He comes second for the 4th year in a row. Hussam, that was not at all fake news. What are you talking about that wasn't fake news? I have no idea what you're referring to here. If you're talking about Garnacho, literally Fabrizio tweeted it today. It's not fake news at all. Forest fan here, big up Son Heung-min, class person. See? We made peace.
Dub Curtis Jones. Dub.
Big up Son.
That's why loyalty
Anyway.
gets.
Big up to all of you guys. We have 1,500 people in here, chat. We just hit 500 likes. Let's try just meet me at halfway line. Let's just get to 600 likes, 700 likes. You get me? So all of you guys, please close the live chat, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel because we are closing in on 57.1k. That's the next target. You get me? So yeah, as the road to 60k continues. Let's talk about Sesko. Let's talk about Garnacho. Let's talk about all these topics. Ahmed, Chelsea Ahmed.
Oh,
Last week you said, and actually United Ahmed after Chelsea Ahmed talks because he's the one that's buying, you know. So, brother, you said last week there's no point denying it. Garnacho is going to be a Chelsea player, as reported today by Mr. Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea are looking at Garnacho. How do you feel about it now that it's becoming
As I
a
said
reality?
before, personally, I am not for Garnacho coming to my club. I've said this before, right? So there's no. So I don't
Your
want
mic
to
is a
say-
bit low, by the way. A little bit.
There we
Increase a
go. I
bit
can
more.
switch a little bit forward. But no, as I was
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
I just don't want
yeah.
Garnacho. I know I want Garnacho at this football club, bro. You know, and I'm pretty sure everyone here would agree with that. But the problem is, he's coming to the football club because there's one of our directors apparently is a very, very super fan of him, and that's what's happening right now. So I'm hoping we can flip him in 2 years' time, like we did with a lot of other players, man. That's all I can say.
why don't you want him? By the way, just to understand, why don't you want Garnacho?
I just think, for me personally, with all the stuff behind the scenes in the background, sort of thing, I think right now my squad is very harmonious. I feel like I can find much better options in terms of that position. Again, as I said before, I think Malik Fofana has been mentioned quite a few times. I've wanted that guy for a while. There's even guys at Strasbourg that I would take over that guy right now that I would just bring up straight away, who I think can do a better job from a depth perspective.
So is it because of the ego?
No, because I don't even think it's ego. I just think my issue more so is just the stuff of, like, you know, his brother, all this other thing as well. And I also think from a talent perspective, I've got much better guys coming in. Like, I've got Quenda coming in next year. I've got guys like I can bring in guys like Malik Fofana, who's much more talented than he is. So for me, this is the question of, like, unless I'm bringing him in to be a flip, which is what I'm hoping the club is planning to do with him, then there's really no point of me having him. Because again, if I even look at it from like a depth perspective, I've got Jao Pedro that can play that position. Hopefully, he's going to be coming quite soon. Javi Simmons can even play that position for me. I've got Gittins in that position. So I've already got like almost 3 players there before he even comes in.
I'll say something honestly. As impressed as I have been with Chelsea's transfer so far this window, I am not a hypocrite. Same way I laughed at Arsenal signing Madueke. When Chelsea announced Garnacho, inshallah, I'm going to do a pre-record of 2 minutes of me just laughing. We have to keep the same energy. This is a shit signing. It makes no sense.
Is this worse or Madueke to Arsenal?
Garnacho to Chelsea is worse.
So by the way, Garnacho to Chelsea is
No. Oh, you have
it
to.
says, guys, it says that it is gonna be like 35 million only, right?
Okay.
50. So Garnacho is not worse. Garnacho is worse.
Garnacho
Seriously?
I mean, Ahmed, your house caves very easy because you valued him at 70 at first.
Watch
Now
this.
you're willing
But
to
he did
go
the
30.
Isak thing. He did the Isak
Watch
thing.
this.
Wait.
Garnacho is not an upgrade on any winger they have. Number one. Number two, Garnacho is toxic to the dressing room.
Allegedly.
as proven with Manchester
Allegedly.
United.
By the way,
Allegedly. We don't know
both
that.
Madueke and Garnacho, their rumors, which is allegedly, as Jacob says, the rumors are the same. Like this guy is this guy is that. The rumors are the same. People say the same thing about Madueke.
No one has
Yeah,
ever come out and said Madueke is bad for the dressing room.
what? They say Madueke has an attitude.
No,
He
Yeah,
doesn't-
that's why he got
doesn't
kicked out of
play-
Tottenham. He wasn't
doesn't-
good enough.
He doesn't play for the team when he scores. He relies so much when he scores a goal. He doesn't work for the
No, but
team.
the thing is,
That is a definition
No,
of
no.
like.
What I would
reason
say,
why-
but
the reason why I ask Ahmed, why is he mad at it? Yeah, is because I know before you guys sold Madueke that you was a fan of Madueke. See, I know you're smiling. Yeah, I know you was a fan of him, right?
yeah,
So-
but okay.
You was a fan of him,
Nation.
right? You was a fan of him. So
Game
I'm
is
asking,
game,
yeah,
isn't it?
if you look at all of your wingers, profile-wise, Neto, you had Madueke, Garnacho, Gittins, they're pretty much the same in it. But all of them direct, but they're all like rubbish on the ball, yeah. So you guys getting Garnacho, it's like, what was the point of getting rid of Madueke if you're going to
The
bring
only
in a
thing I
player
would
like
say,
Garnacho?
the only thing, no, I think that's a fair point. The only
Bicycle
thing I
kicks.
can-
They want more
the only-
bicycle kicks.
No, the only thing I can really say is just that I think there's a director that really wants to run the football club. One of our foreign directors wants him. I don't know why that is, but one of our foreign directors is very keen on Garnacho. And the only thing I can really say that might be somewhat of a positive is that the club is very good at selling, and I can probably see us flipping for money in 2 years' time.
Here we go.
That's the only thing I can say.
No, but this is
That's the
what
ones I've
Yeah,
got.
at least to one of those
That's it.
clubs that,
It
you
just
know,
seems to me,
are
yeah, it
also
just-
owned by
Ahmed,
Chelsea
don't
owners.
you
That's
believe-
You know what I
how.
mean?
It just
And
seems
I'm
to
Don't you believe
Don't go,
he is
Jacob.
very young and Maresca can improve him?
Listen, listen, that might be the case. Obviously, that might happen. But obviously, if you're just looking at it for what it is, obviously, it's
Maresca
not
and
great, right?
improvement
It's not
plays in the
great.
same
It's not
sentence.
great, right? It's not great. So, like, but
I mean, because
I get
I
what you mean.
can-
I get what you mean.
Because I understand where you're coming from. Because ever since I bought Madueke, people gaslit me and other fans of Arsenal and saying he's still very young, 22 years old. He can improve. He can
What's that word they
get
like to use?
unlocked
Raw.
at a
Raw.
different position. He's very raw. Yes.
Raw. I
May-
don't understand that word, you know. Raw. He's
Maybe
raw.
all of these things can also be
I
said
do. I
about
have two
Garnacho.
kids.
He's very
No,
young,
but
very raw.
listen,
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I've
They
heard
can
all the
be-
arguments. Listen,
That's
I think in
Sorry,
Garnacho's case,
I had to.
there is some truth to the argument, right? I can't disagree with that. Where yes, he's a very raw talent. At United, no young player
Raw.
really develops at United, right? If we're being objectively honest, right? No young player actually develops at that club. So yes, there's an argument that if you bring him to a different environment where the coach is a bit more hands-on, he can go through that thing. Yes, there's a chance that obviously that can happen. I think my issue is the attitude problem, right? That's what if you see the way he moves, the way he acts and stuff like that, I actually feel that's much more of a hindrance to a player like himself, yeah, in terms of even trying to improve. That's what the problem is. If he comes in with a humble attitude to Chelsea,
Yeah.
and he
Okay.
improves,
And
He's
now,
gonna be
Ahmed,
sitting on the
yeah,
bench.
now-
I think he's gonna be humbled with attitude. Like this is my take on it. Like as a sarcastic joke, I wanted Tottenham to sign Garnacho to see just how good Tommy's touchings can be after he gets a hold of a player that's young and was allegedly with a high ceiling. So I think this is going to be a good example for Maresca to show us, can he improve youth talent? Because at one point in time, Garnacho was very highly touted before he started doing his old Ellen DeGeneres impression. After that, no one can help
It
him.
was all PR, bro. Trust me, it was all PR.
No. Listen. But I think the thing. Well, before you go, Ahmed, but the thing is, yes, we can talk about Garnacho improving, but there's a lot of other players that are coming into the team that need to be improved. Gittins is coming into the team. Delap is coming to the team. There's a lot of young guys that are already coming in that need developing anyway. So
Yeah, but
I
you
don't
guys
think
are supposed to be
looking at.
like,
But for me, it's not
Yeah.
just we shouldn't be just looking at Garnacho in terms of like, can the manager improve these players? Does that make sense, Jake?
Well, I think you can, but you could also just look at it. Worst case scenario, you sell him to Arsenal in 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, worst case scenario,
That's
I'm
what I'm
gonna make my
most
money
afraid
back
of,
in
Jake.
the
Enjoy that
No, no,
TKA. You gonna get some
That's what I'm
Garnacho
most
shirt?
afraid
no,
of.
but just I
gonna
just
get
feel
your
like with
Garnacho?
Chelsea, yeah. I just feel
I'm
like with
already
Chelsea-
mentally preparing. Don't worry, bro.
Now listen, I just feel like with Chelsea, like they'll win trophies here and there, and they'll get top 4, and they'll do that for quite a long time and buy loads of players. I just don't see, like with all they'll buy some good players, then buy some really bad players. I just don't see any stability. Like it just
The thing with
everything-
Chelsea, you need to understand
everything seems
Yo,
all
you
over
keep saying like
think-
flip.
That's
Here's the
it.
thing.
That's what we do.
Okay, first of all, you're
Sam,
talking
do you
about-
think it's stable? By the way, do you, honestly,
Okay,
like,
no, I'll tell you something. Chelsea right now, and this is my honest opinion. Chelsea right now need to be spending money in a way to help make them take that next step up where they're closer to challenging / closer to winning. The problem with Garnacho is, even from a flipping perspective, you buy Garnacho for 30, you're going to sell him for what, 50? Like, it's just this whole flipping stuff. It ain't worth it at the end of the day. That's why, for me, I look at it and I think Chelsea need to do better, because even when you flip someone, he need to at least help you. Like in the previous phase of being a Chelsea fan, Madueke was good enough to take on, you know, FC Noah, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's good to play
But
Conference League
that's what
games.
they're doing. They are doing that. Liam Delap and João
Yeah, but
Pedro
Garnacho
instantly
plays Champions
upgrades
League
their
football.
striker position.
Yeah, but Jacob, my
hear me
point
out real
is
quick.
Chelsea are in a different place. Champions League.
If they get Xavi Simons, however you want to say his fucking name, they get that player. I actually genuinely think that they are a dark horse, if you will, or a passenger up, you know, to put Arsenal in third place. Sorry, Arteta.
Yeah. No. And the one thing I will add to this.
Whoa, but you're sorry, Ahmed, because I want to make something clear. I think Xavi Simons is an amazing signing, but I'm talking about Garnacho and strictly Garnacho.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Hassan. But I also think one signing should not be derailing all of the
Did
other.
Chiesa make or break you?
No, like I don't think one signing should be derailing.
Chiesa didn't make or break you. That's my point. It doesn't, like these kind of like minuscule signings, they're not going to have that great effect in a dramatic or a positive way.
Chelsea haven't broken 80 points since Antonio Conte in 2017. So they clearly have a
decade ago.
Yeah, decade ago, by the way, now almost.
Yep.
So the problem is, Jacob, is they have lack of consistency in the league. Now you need to get that
I
consistency.
might just be so abused by Chelsea. I'm scared of them when they start making these signings. That might be what it is, because I miss Dele Alli at the bridge. That might be what it is. But literally, the last two windows, I've been genuinely concerned about Chelsea just continuing to, because like, think about it. Realistically, they went down in the table, and how quickly are they getting back to a position where we're now even putting them in a conversation where they might be able to challenge? I think Xavi Simons, that guy alone, the fact that he could then give Maresca more options to put Cole Palmer out right, or Cole Palmer in the middle, and then let Neto right bench and put Xavi Simons on
I
the
agree
left.
with you.
That versatility that Simons will bring, plus the versatility with those two strikers they signed, start for damn near everybody in the league. Let's be honest.
Not me anymore.
I said damn near.
Yeah, but the thing is with
Definitely
what
not.
you're saying, I agree with you on Xavi Simons. I think Simons is a fantastic signing, but I can't sit here and say this with fucking Garnacho.
Yeah, but like, listen, again, my thing is, listen, one signing does not ruin what I think has been in general a very good transfer window.
You think this is a very good transfer window for Chelsea?
I think yes. I think
so.
No. But like, listen. Like, I agree with you that yes, he's not a good signer, right? No one denies that. But at the same time, there's been other signings that you've made. The vast majority of all other signings you've made have been good signings. Yes, maybe we need another centre back, which I agree with. Another goalkeeper, right? If we can get those as well. But realistically, all the other signings have been massive positive, massive upgrades that you needed.
Can I tell you what you guys are missing about Chelsea last season and this season? We also the
I'm missing
flip
Son,
and the problem that happened with Chelsea last season, the dip. Maresca was stubborn, but if you look at what he did at the end of the season, he was very flexible. Chelsea got games that they won 1-0, 2-1s. They stopped being a very, very attacking team. I actually think that Chelsea, if you look at the stats, people that keep saying that Chelsea are a cup competition team, they're just watching the Club World Cup. But if you watch Chelsea last season and how they were structured, one of the main problems, it happened during a 12-game in the middle of the season where Chelsea weren't scoring goals and Maresca didn't fix his problems. They were missing chances and they were getting ripped apart in transition, and now other teams used to score. He fixed that. But if you look at the underlying stats for Chelsea, Chelsea are third in chances created. Chelsea are third in goals conceded. Chelsea are third in ball position. Chelsea are third in a lot of other things in the league. So I believe with adding goal scoring to their team, which is João Pedro and Delap, they add, it doesn't matter the Garnacho signing. I don't think that Garnacho signing affects the team at all, by the way, if they get Xavi Simons. I think it's a flip for profit shit.
Why is
like
Simons
they
gonna
do.
play?
Like,
where's he gonna play?
Simmons is going to play on the left, probably, Ahmed.
On the left.
Somewhere that was centrally. It'll be one of those.
Something like this.
Yeah.
I believe that Chelsea will be dangerous next season. Dangerous towards what level? That is we're waiting to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like,
Mo, that's my point. I cannot say, me and you both agree, right? Chelsea can be dangerous next season. We can't sit here and say Chelsea might be dangerous next season, but they're buying Garnacho to flip him.
yeah, but you are no, they do because Chelsea.
How
Because
do you know?
the
Maybe
thing
they want
about
to
it-
start him, bro.
as
No,
now,
we don't want to
By the way,
as-
PK is right. They might
guys,
start him.
That
as
is
we-
confirmed. They didn't want to be started.
Because
you're buying
at the
three
end
left
of the
wingers,
day, Xavi
you're buying
Simons is a
three
midfielder
left
over a winger.
As we know now, Chelsea have two models within their club. It's the Renato Vega model that we thought that the Renato Vega is coming. It's the Shrewsbury Hall model. It's these players' model, but also at the same time they have the Caicedo, Enzo, Palmer, Pedro Neto model that they're gonna bring into the club.
Where are they?
What do you mean? But they play all of them. They play like
Where are they this summer? That's my question.
in Pedro de la. They're not flip for profit. You know
Yeah,
that. Okay, but
I
you know. Okay,
understand that,
you
but
know.
they haven't made a
you know.
Caicedo level signing.
You cannot every summer sign £100 million player. Man. That doesn't
No,
exist.
I don't even ask for 100 million. Why didn't Chelsea go sign Victor Osimhen?
Because Victor Osimhen
Because
doesn't
he went
even.
to a bigger club.
Victor Osimhen wanted wages that Chelsea were not going to willing to pay.
Do you know
People
Victor
like
Osimhen? And do you know how Napoli wanted the money? You know, Napoli really like they asked for a lot of money.
Up front.
You know the amount
Wait,
of
so-
money that was paid.
So they've
And
bought,
I understand. I think that instead of buying, so I agree with Hussam in one part. And instead of buying Garnacho and Gittins together, you could have bought Rodrygo. 80 million, 90 million euros. You could
Yeah,
have bought
literally.
Rodrygo.
That's my point.
Like little. But it looks like they want to keep the project afloat by having profit for players. Like they're trying to sell Renato
By the way,
Vega for
so you know,
profit.
United Ahmed thinks Chelsea had a horrible window. I want him to explore this.
Maybe.
Go
Go
ahead.
say.
Let's hear it out, Ahmed.
yeah. Listen, when I look at Chelsea's window, as a whole, I don't think it's horrible. I rate João Pedro. I think he's the good one. Like he's the standout signing. But the rest, I don't think they're levels like that. Like, oh my days, they're going to take Chelsea to the next level. I look at Xavi Simons. Yeah, everyone's saying he's going to play on the left. He went and got Gittins, who also I'm assuming he plays off the left. You've got also Garnacho, who's going to also play on the left. You've got Neto, who's also going to play off the left. Right? I just don't understand where they're going with it. It just seems like they're buying loads of players here. No structure, no real plan. Buy loads of players, and obviously, like they're gonna win trophies in terms of like the Carabao Cup, and that's it, and just be in the top four race. Like I don't see what player they've bought yet that's gonna elevate them to a title charge. I look at Liverpool, Wirtz, title charge difference. Yeah, you look at Isak, difference. You go look at Man City, yeah, Reinders, Cherki, 8 Nura. That's a huge difference. With Chelsea, other than Pedro, I just feel like you lot signed just decent players. Just average at best. Like I don't see how you guys are going to elevate from last
But
season.
they are trying to elevate with Xavi Simons, right? Like
Chelsea-
Xavi Simons.
Xavi Simons 8 levels though. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Okay, so that is what you think. Where
What?
Barcelona wanted Xavi Simons,
nah.
like Bayern Munich wanted Xavi Simons, like everyone wanted Xavi. I
The
don't
players
watch
that we
a lot
buy,
of
the
RB
players that we
Leipzig,
buy
right?
right now, the players we're buying right now. are
Arsenal
providing
wanted
options.
fucking Xavi Simons.
Bro.
No, but you know what it is, guys. Yeah, the players we are buying are options for the manager. We want to give the manager as many weapons as possible, and at the same time, we want these guys to develop, bro. This I don't think anyone here expects Chelsea to be competing for the title of the season. But what we should be expecting from us is to be as consistent as possible in the top four and get into that.
So who's
that
Maresca
certain-
developed in your opinion? Like, do you think do you think Maresca has improved the Cole Palmer, for example? Do you think he's
Cole Palmer's already good enough, bro? How much more do you want?
no?
him to
But do you
improve
think
Cole Palmer?
do you think Maresca has improved him?
You see
or do
the
you think-
fraudulent? You see the fraudulent? He picked that player, okay?
Okay,
Did
let's
Ahmed-
talk about the players.
Ahmed, do you think he improved Enzo Fernandez?
Not necessarily.
How come he fucking had them?
And not necessarily. He's getting goals. Yeah, but-
Fernandez
listen,
had the most goals in a sense.
let me finish. Let me make my point.
Okay,
yeah. Let me-
explain to me then.
Endo Fernandez, yeah. His
Endo
goals
Fernandez.
and
Endo Fernandez plays for
Endo
Liverpool.
Fernandez, yeah. His goals and assists has improved, but from when he was bought from Benfica and how he was playing as a midfielder, he ain't the same level. He ain't the same player as he was at Benfica than he is.
No,
now.
actually now Enzo Fernandez is playing better than Benfica. You didn't watch him at Benfica. He played only 6 months at Benfica, and you watched
He's not
3
the
games
same.
of him, so you cannot judge him.
He's not the
He's
same.
also-
It's only his
He's
output.
also
That's the
way he
problem with
was
only his
Benfica.
output.
Yes.
Enzo Fernandez playing 6 months at Benfica, 6 months, huh?
Doesn't
And then
matter if it's
Ahmed,
6 months.
Manchester United fan, watched him play at Benfica for 3 games in the Champions
Doesn't
League.
matter if it's 6
Right?
months.
And now he's saying that Enzo Fernandez has not hit the levels at when he was playing at Benfica.
He hasn't. He hasn't.
But
He's
he didn't
improved.
even
He's a
watch
very.
it.
No, I would
No,
say
He didn't even
Enzo
watch
Fernandez,
him
yeah. Enzo
play.
Fernandez is a good player, but he's not drastically improved. No one can say Enzo Fernandez is a good player. He started off slowly, yeah, and then he's improved his output. He's been getting goals, but he's not the same player as he was at Benfica. Benfica, he was much more well-rounded, yeah, and his game
Like,
was
how
much
do you
better.
know this?
It
How
was
do you
much
know
better.
this?
It was evident,
How,
bro.
how do you know this? Tell us
Why
how
do you know?
this.
Why do you, Ahmed?
How
How
do
is
you
he
know?
not
Ahmed,
right now?
stop. How do you know this? How
Bro,
do you know he was
look
all-rounded
at
player?
Benfica, yeah, and
How?
how he was playing. Look at how he was playing in Benfica, yeah, and
How do
they were
you know? How do you
Bro,
know? How do you
I have
know?
He
watched.
only played there for 2 months.
Bro, I have
They
watched.
bought him in
He literally played there for 4
September.
months. He
Bro.
played there for 4
4
months
months.
and then he left in December.
Bro.
And then he played one more game. in
Okay,
December.
okay, wait. One
What are you
second.
gonna say?
Guys, one second. Look, Ahmed, here's the thing.
Bro,
If you
these
want to
lot are
point out, if you want to
Yeah,
point
he
out,
played 17
wait,
games for
yeah, Habibi,
Benfica.
one second.
Are doing well.
One second, let me just say this. Ahmed, United Ahmed. If you want to point out that Cole Palmer has regressed, you also have to point out that Enzo got better. You cannot do either or.
Cole will get better.
Bro.
Kukurea got better.
Caicedo
got
Yes. What are we trying to do?
Hato is a good signing.
Bro,
Xavi Simons,
Caicedo.
I wanted Xavi Simmons. He's a good player. Xavi Simmons is not a bad
You know
player.
what
You know what,
problem is-
Wallahi,
Yeah.
Ahmed, if you sit here and tell me that Chelsea overpaid for Enzo because he played 17 games for Benfica, I will believe you.
Yeah, fact, bro.
But to tell me he was all-rounded at Benfica, he played 17 games, you
Bro, it
watched
doesn't
2
matter how
games
many
of
games
them.
he played, though. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Habibi, you watched 2 games of them
I
yourself.
don't care if I watch 3 games, 4 games, 5 games.
But you
yeah,
can't
I don't
judge a player from watching
No,
one.
my-
I was
Whoa,
Enzo
whoa,
Fernandez.
My problem
There is literal evidence, and
Wait.
people in the chat will vouch. I watched Enzo Fernandez at fucking River Plate,
I watched him
And
because we
I-
wanted him. 8 million.
and I'll say this: Enzo Fernandez has definitely gotten better. I think, and this is my unpopular opinion,
That's 'cause
I
he was
think
shit
Enzo
before,
Fer-
bro. Like,
I think Enzo Fernandez is Chelsea's best midfielder, and I won't change
No
my mind.
way, Caicedo.
I think
Caicedo
no,
is-
no, no.
Caicedo is
Yeah,
the best
Habibi,
midfielder
it's my
I can't
opinion.
like.
Let me state it.
Caicedo is.
I think Enzo Fernandez is Chelsea's best
Caicedo
midfielder.
is a guy who.
And this is the thing. And you Cypher Blue, when you say the 80 points thing is bullshit. No, it's not bullshit, because there is a trend. When for 8 years since Antonio Conte you haven't cracked 80 points, it shows that you lack consistency. But in reverse, you made 10 finals in the last 5 years. So it shows that you're more of a cup team now. That's what
We
the
were a
evidence
cup team,
provides.
We were a cup team.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
different.
Chelsea fans
Not
even
denying
say
that.
this.
Chelsea
Why is
fans,
it when I
yes.
say stuff that the Chelsea fans even say themselves, you think I'm trying to like have a dig? You haven't had consistent enough seasons to have 80 plus points. It's the fact. Anyway, so
Chelsea
I
has
think
been smart
Ahmed,
I mean,
enough.
Can I
Ahmed
say
is
something?
playing a
to be
game.
fair, to Ahmed, I know
Ahmed is
he had a
playing a
stinker.
game. You either say he made like Palmer regressed and Enzo improved, but you cannot do either or. Like you cannot
Bro.
play both.
These
Like,
guys,
I think it's fair to say,
Who
for
did
example,
Chelsea get as a
that
striker? Who did they get?
no, wait. My thing for me is that I think if Ahmed's saying Palmer obviously has a regress, that's fair enough. Like I think him being played centrally did not necessarily help him out. He's seeing now in preseason, he's putting back somewhere on the right hand side, and he's played a lot more better again. So I think I think that's a fair point to make against Moscow, right? That yes, he initially didn't get.
I
it
think
right.
Enzo Fernandez is massively improved.
Enzo Fernandez is in this era of football. It's about DNA, bro. You need guys that
Bro, that's
give you
just-
goals and assists, and he gives you goals and assists, bro.
I think
That was
Xavi.
so
So basically, you're telling me
As much as
okay,
I hate
so
to
you're
admit
telling
it,
me as a player, his output has improved from his output.
But
has
that's what I
improved.
need from him,
I'm
bro. I
talking
need
about how he
from him.
plays overall. That's what I'm
Brother,
trying to tell you.
overall,
Ahmed,
Overall,
Ahmed.
he's not.
Chelsea Ahmed is talking about output. I never mentioned output
No.
once.
No,
talking
but that's
about
what I'm saying.
output. No,
Ahmed
no,
is
but
seeing it
the
from an
reason-
output point of view. That's why just because you're getting output doesn't mean he's improved as a player. It's
Okay,
just an output.
Ahmed,
he had
who's
to-
Liverpool's best midfielder? Who's Liverpool's
Prob-
best midfielder?
Probably Gravenberch.
Okay, see, so we disagree fundamentally. I
Wait,
think
right
our
now,
best
or
midfielder-
you talk about last season?
right now. No, both. I
Oh,
think McAllister's
right now.
our best
Then I would
midfielder.
say it's Wirtz.
Okay, I think McAllister's our best midfielder.
That's fair enough.
Like I was our best midfielder this season. The guy with the most output was Szoboszlai, but I don't think Szoboszlai is better than McAllister. The same reason why I say Enzo's better than Caicedo. When I look at midfielders, I like midfielders who are complete. And I think this season, Enzo Fernandez, forget GA, has shown the ability to dictate tempo from deep. His passing is improved. His long passing is improved. His crossing is improved. And Enzo Fernandez is the type of midfielder that I personally like. It's the same thing with McAllister. He fights offensively and defensively.
He's a great presser, bro.
He gets stuck into tackles, all that shit that he does. Like he going forward and defensively, he's a complete midfielder, Enzo Fernandez. So he's definitely
I
improved.
think the best player. Chelsea have improved in terms of their signing. So João Pedro is a hard worker. He can score goals. He's a team player. He's like Gabriel Jesus when he came to me. That guy who grinds out things, can come in. He doesn't need to score 20 goals. Have they improved from Nicolas Jackson to João Pedro? Yes. Yeah. Chelsea are trying to sell Nicolas Jackson for 80 million. And they're now becoming good at selling. They're selling players. They're selling, what's the name? Who's that Portuguese guy? AC Milan. They've ripped off. They're selling him to Saudi. Felix for 40, 50 million. I know it looks dodgy because part of them clearly is owned by PIF, but listen, they're still selling. I think now if you look at Chelsea, the only problem they have for some is the number of players that they have. I'll give you an example. Gittins, you don't know who's going to start on the winger. So would it be Gittins? Would it be this guy from Man United? What's his name? What's that guy's name?
Garnacho.
Is it Garnacho? Is it Neto? Is it Cole Palmer? And they've got, what's his name? Who's the other guy?
What do you think of Chelsea signing Garnacho? You didn't say your opinion.
How much are they going to sign him for?
30 million probably.
30, 35?
30 million is a good signing.
You know what I will say to you, to be honest? I think, what's going to happen?
Oh,
yeah.
For 30 million?
I think what's going to happen, honestly.
He's homegrown. He's homegrown.
Wait. I think what's going to happen
is
it will be loan of obligation.
He's homegrown.
It will be a Sancho deal for him.
Is he homegrown? He's homegrown. He grew up. He came to United at 16 from Atletico Madrid.
I remember. He came from the academy though. You have to ask if he came from the academy though. I don't know.
Yeah, but
he didn't come straight from the academy. We bought him from Atletico Madrid's academy from early on. At 16, yeah.
So he's definitely not homegrown.
Homegrown talent is a
and let me tell you something about Garnacho. There's no way that Man United.
Chelsea are good at selling. If Chelsea are able to sell that guy that we laughed at and put Nicolas Jackson at 80, Chelsea are good at selling.
Man United will not sell. Man United will not sell Garnacho for 30 mil. So if Chelsea are trying to do this 30 mil,
but he's pushing for a move. That's the problem.
Yeah, but he can itch for a move all he wants. Man United will not sell him any less than 50 mil.
Yeah, because I was about to say because you value
so what if
at
Chelsea
70.
pay 50 million?
30 is like crazy.
If they pay 50, then yes, they can do
that. Whatever.
You know, Ahmed's
no, that's not the question I'm asking. Chelsea, Ahmed and Hamza are saying.
I don't want to answer this. I don't want to be involved.
Oh wait, you're saying 30 million is a good signing. So what if they pay 50? Now what?
They're not going to pay 50 though. It's not going to happen. It will never happen.
Bro, like I said, Chelsea can pretend like they can't buy Garnacho for 50 when they've spent 50 mil on just as bad players. Yeah, they're gonna have to pay.
You have no
50 mil.
You have no choice, bro. If I wanted to, guys, I could do loan of obligation. And
you're not gonna do anything, bro.
And United will accept because that's the type
they're
of
not gonna
accept.
1 second. Has United still got Sancho? Because you go in for a year on loan and you've gave him back.
No.
You sold him.
They're not going to do a loan, by the way. You do realize they're not going to do a loan.
Where is Sancho gone?
He's not gone. There's talks with Juve. He's not gone fully.
He's still at the club.
Yeah,
you're messed up. Like, listen, you're the worst club to sell. You guys have no power.
Hamza, this is the same club.
Your owners are confused. Your players are not highly valued. Because of the Man United badge now, it's become like, So players like Garnacho, they're valued at 30. It's whether you take or leave it. Otherwise, you keep an unhappy player.
I don't know what this guy's talking about.
No. You know what it is, Hamza? You know what's Hamza? They can't sell. They can't sell Rashford. They can't sell Rashford, and they're trying to tell me, that they're gonna be able to sell.
But they can't even sell.
Okay, they can't sell a Rashford. Do you know why we can't sell him?
Why?
I'm just gonna let you know. Why can't
but you say no, but people. No, but hold on. You know why we can't sell Rashford?
Why?
His wages.
Because of his wages. It's not. It's the
but
same
it was
reason.
Option to buy as well. It was not like it was a must to buy.
Yeah, but that's because Barcelona. You do realize that he went to. But the reason why Barcelona have loaned Rashford with an option to buy is because they could not get their other first targets, i.e., what's his face, Williams and Diaz. So they went and got a guy on Rashford, who wasn't their first choice, and why would they do an obligation with buy? What if he stinks it out over there and he's on loads of wages
You
too?
bought Hoyland for 70 million. What's that? You bought Hoyland for 70, 80 million. You're thinking about selling him for 30. Look how bad you are selling.
I'm just gonna say
how
to
much are
you,
you selling Sancho for? What's the price?
Around
What's the
25.
price, Sancho?
Right? It's around 25 to 30.
There you are. You're again losing a value. So you're not gonna.
Who said what? Who said we're not losing?
Wait,
do.
Sancho, can I just say something quickly? Yeah, Sancho. Yeah, well, Sancho, you can't. Sancho's problem is wages as well, which I know about. So I'm not going to do anything. But with Garnacho, he's telling you, I don't want to go to any other club. He's making sure you have zero leverage right now. And
What about Anthony?
And you've also got the manager. And you've also got a situation where the manager has told him in front of all of his former teammates that you are not going to be a part of this club ever again. So
what about Anthony? What about Anthony?
Nothing.
Anthony is looking to go to Betis. They're trying to go
on what? On loan or what? Or selling?
Another loan probably.
No, probably sell, but they're still.
How much? How much again? Let's go on how much.
I don't know how much. It's gonna obviously be a loss because we paid a lot of money.
No,
but the thing is, hold on. He's talking, but notice how Hamza is talking about. No, but the thing is. Notice how Hamza's talking about players on making a loss when we spent loads of money. We didn't spend loads of money on Garnacho. You're talking about Anthony, who we spent 100 mil. You're talking about Sancho, who we spent 75 mil. You're talking about who else are we talking about? Hoyland, who we spent 70. We're obviously going to make a loss because we overspent. With Garnacho, we spent 500k. We're going to make the most out of it and try and get as much
for him.
How
much do you think you're going to get him? How much? I promise you.
How much do I think we'll get? I'll probably 50 mil, I would say.
I guarantee 30 million.
You can say 30,
I promise you. I'll tell you what
but guys, even for 30 million, it's still a terrible signing for Chelsea. Like, what are we doing here?
I agree with this.
Yes,
it's a good signing for Chelsea. He's a homegrown talent. Chelsea was selling. Chelsea is smart at selling. They were selling for 60 million. You're joking with Chelsea now.
Hamza, Madueke is homegrown. Does that mean I need to rate him? No, of course.
How much did you buy Madueke for?
49 million.
And how much did you sell him to Arsenal?
52 million.
You made profit.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I can give you the example of but he's homegrown. So
I don't understand like a club like Chelsea. But you know what I don't understand. But you know what I don't understand? A club like Chelsea, who's supposed to be winning big trophies, we're praising because they're making profit. Now, what is this? Banking? Are we banking?
We're not going to lose out.
I don't understand.
Whether we like
the point we're trying to make is that
I don't get it,
no matter what. We're not going to lose out, bro.
Listen, Xavi Simons, how much are you getting Xavi Simons for? He's a top player.
Probably around about 45, 50 billion.
Oh my God. Well, let me put that. This guy, listen, Ahmed, well, I have the biggest critical of you guys, and you're my brothers here. But listen,
well, obviously,
the way you're selling this year, and the way you're buying Xavi Simons, top talent in Europe football. Like, he's European football, top talent. One of the best attacking.
He's not all that. He's not all that.
Are you joking? He's not all that. Bayern Munich
all that.
Bayern one.
Xavi Simons is not all that, bro.
Xavi Simons is a top player.
And he's not.
What do you mean? He walks into your team.
Speaking of Leipzig, Ahmed, do you think we land Sesko?
I hope not. I hope not.
Wow, I hope not.
Hamza's been mocking Man United for the last 30
No, but
minutes.
the thing is, if Hamza's trying to get
to go to Man United.
But you know what's crazy? Like, it's quite evident, and everyone knows that I do not want Sesko, like, at all.
Why?
Like,
who do you want? Yeah, but listen, who do you want? Who do you want?
Mateta?
Mateta, and my first choice is Wissa. My second choice is Mateta. Those are the two strikers I would want. And the reason why I don't want a player like Sesko, yeah, when you've got players like Mbeumo and Cunha who can actually carry the ball and also make runs in behind, I want a striker who's going to score me goals and also be able to drop deep and also help them get goals by assisting them. Sesko is a player who thrives.
Who's going to do that for you? Give me names.
Yeah, just who can do that for me, and I believe Wissa can do that. He can score goals and link up. I think
Wissa's not coming.
Mateta. I would take Mateta for 40 mil. If we have money, yeah, instead of trying to go all out for Sesko
for 40 mil.
Bro, 100%.
Are you serious?
100%.
The point I'm trying to make is that you're not.
Hold on. Wait. Mateta for 40 mil is a lot of money now. Are we joking here?
Yes.
He what? Are we joking?
No, I'm saying Mateta should be £60 million player. That's what I'm saying. He's probably 60 million, not 40 million.
No.
Money, you're gonna get ripped off in any deal you go to because
Mateta is a 60 million.
What are you talking about? Ripped off?
Yeah, you're gonna get ripped off in this Mateta deal.
How are we gonna get ripped off?
Spend money, whether you like.
Would you take Sesko or Jackson on loan for a year?
Jackson on loan. over
Are you
Sesko.
gonna load him up, Ahmed? I don't think
That's
so.
what I'm talking
You know-
about, man. That's what
You
I'm
know
talking
what?
about.
One thing about the Sesko
Listen.
signing, yeah, it's glorious to see how United fans went from Arsenal are getting Sesko and we're gonna buy Gyökeres to now the other way around. You know what I'm saying? I love the
Said
way
loves
how this
Life comes very
transfer
fast.
window-
Jim and
life
Tesco.
goes very
Then
fast.
Jim
man,
and
you know what I'm
Tesco,
saying?
man. Then Jim and
Yeah,
Tesco.
life comes
Bro,
very
and
fast,
now-
same as
and
Wirtz,
now
Hamza.
the funny thing is,
When
bro,
they used to
those
shop
same
at Harrods,
United
now they're
fans.
shopping at yellow
those
sticker
same-
in Tesco. Yellow
listen,
sticker expiring tomorrow.
same-
Must go today.
Okay, but those same United fans now suddenly guess up Sesko and call him all these names. This,
I didn't gas him up.
this fast player, he's very
Then Jim and
tall.
Tesco, man.
You know,
Look
yeah,
at
look at
that,
how
man.
far he can jump. You know what I'm saying, bro? All I'm saying to you, all these United fans who were gassing up Gyökeres, calling him now a flop, are now gassing up.
I
Sesko.
never wanted him in the first
Wallahi,
place.
bro. Hold that, Benjamin Tesco. I cannot wait.
Yeah,
until
but
he
then again, if we do
all
get
of those
Sesko,
fans
then
for United,
yeah, but
you know
bro,
what I'm
then
saying?
again, yeah, if we do get Sesko and he outscores Gyökeres, then that's going to look bad on you.
He's not gonna outscore
Bro.
Gyökeres.
True.
So at the
You
end
know
of the
what I'm
day,
It will definitely look
Ahmed,
bad.
you know what's
bro.
funny?
Yeah,
At the end of the
Even
day,
you,
they're
even you don't believe that. Even you don't believe that, bro.
no, but it's not about whether I
You know what
believe
I'm
it
saying?
or not.
Because at the end of the day, I am not being shameless. I'm being truthful. I'm being
how am I
honest.
being shameless when I don't want him?
No, I am not being shameless. Is what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm telling you, Sesko is trash. I did
Yeah,
not
well,
want
that's
him at
hence why I
Arsenal.
don't exactly. I don't want
You know
him.
what I'm saying? The fact that people are comparing him with Gyökeres is an insult to Gyökeres.
All three of us
You know,
agree that
some
Sesko
last
is
before
bad.
you go.
Yeah.
They used to sign the likes of Van Nistelrooy, Wayne Rooney.
Oh, here we
Rio
go. Another
Ferdinand.
history.
One second.
There we go.
But
There we
now,
go.
listen.
There we go.
That was the name. Come on, ladies. £1 fish. Now you're in the market buying £1 fish. You're finished. You're done in the football club.
I always wondered what the hell is
And
in
you're
the one.
watching
How
your
can,
rivals. crashing
I
it
always
out.
wondered
And
how
you
can
get
you
this
sell
stuff.
how can you sell fish for £1? Does he make profit on that fish?
No, he doesn't.
It's Man United.
Impossible.
That's exactly
Impossible
Man
he
United.
makes profit
It's
on the £1.
shopping. Life comes very fast for Sam. You are enjoying. This is the moment. And Sam's never had this. Like he's watching. He's
Number
like,
21 is
oh,
coming. It's
Sam's
over
like,
for Man
yo.
United.
And Sam's just, and then he's watching these scumbags who don't. And he's
I
seeing
think
them.
Hamza's
He's
the
like,
most
oh,
bipolar
please,
person
man.
I've met in my life.
Oh,
You know that.
I've
The
never
most
thought
bipolar
United
person.
would be saying,
One
please. let me
minute,
get
yeah.
Wissa.
1 minute. he'd
Wallahi, I've
be-
never said United say, I want to get Wissa. Wallahi, 28-year-old. Yeah, Wissa for Manchester United. Alhamdulillah, wallahi, we're living
So
in a
you're
very-
comparing a generation
Enjoy
where
your
we
moment,
got.
guys.
Wait, hold on. Wait, 1 sec, Hamza. Yeah, he's talking about we used to get Ruud van Nistelrooy, a generation back then where there was elite strikers, saying that I want Wissa and Mateta. Name me one striker in the Premier League that is not hard on Isak that are good.
Bro, for Wissa for 40 million, 28
Why just Premier League?
I will never buy him.
Exactly.
Isn't Osimhen a good striker though? It doesn't have to be the Premier League.
Osimhen.
Yep.
Yeah, Osimhen is a good
Osimhen.
striker.
That guy wants 2 arms and a
Gyökeres
leg
is a
for his
good
wages.
striker. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the striker market right now is
You know,
trash.
guys,
you
support Galatasaray,
chased
now
out
with the whole
CR7
world.
for
The
your
striker
league.
market
You-
right
you-
now.
what's that?
We get it, Habibi. We get it.
What's up?
Yeah, but
No, but he's
They
lying,
chased
bro.
you
He's
CR7
saying there are no
out of the
strikers.
football
There
club.
are no
Oh,
strikers.
look at me. I support Galatasaray. We signed them. Yeah, akhi, khalas, we
You
get
want
it.
Rashford our football club. We want Martial.
There are enough
You want
strikers in the
CR7
market.
now.
That's what I'm trying
I
to
want
say.
Wissa now. Wallahi, it's so funny.
You want to know something? Everything that
Nah, that-
Hamza just said is
Hamza's not
exactly
making
why
any
I
sense,
think.
by the way.
Watch
Not
this before we end the stream. Everything Hamza just said is exactly why I think that Sesko is going to Newcastle, not to Manchester United. Just so you know, everything that you just said.
Because
is
of
this.
Klopp. You think Klopp is going to...
Anyway, let me just, Cypher Blue, thank you so much for the super chat. But me and you, this is where you're gonna get cooked live on stream. Chelsea in 16-17, 93 points. Where's the theory? Okay, so I said since Antonio Conte. Quick Google search. Who was the manager in 2017? Antonio Conte. Let me and you explore just something quickly together, because you see Chelsea fans, sometimes you have to show them with their very own eyes, right? So let's just share screen. See, maybe now you will help to try to understand. 16-17 is your 93-point season. 17-18, 70 points. 18-19, 72 points. 19-20, 66 points. 20-21, 67. 74. 44. 44. Yeah.
Who's that?
Over here, 63. Now, 69. So when I say Chelsea haven't shown consistency in the league, it's not some bullshit conspiracy theory that I just made up. This is a sample size of, watch this, since 16, 17, yeah? 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 8 years. 8 years you haven't cracked 80 points. If 8 years is not enough of a sample size, then khalas, there's nothing for me to tell you.
But you know what they're good at? I scored them. I gave them a nickname.
They're good at the cups.
No, their nickname is party crashers. They love crashing parties. You're going to host a party, I'm going to win the Champions League, they crash it. PSG tried to win the World Cup, they crash it. Real Madrid win the Super Cup, they crash it. Chelsea, give them cup competition. Except Liverpool. Only Klopp did it, them dirty, yeah? Big up. But the party crashers will win something major. They
never crashed our party. We crashed all their parties. It's 3 times at Wembley. They were sent home crying. Anyway, guys, the stream is going to take you over to Jacob Allraven Uncensored. It's currently live. You get me? How can we... Shall we rattle Jacob? Let's rattle Jacob. I want you to guide to... How can we annoy him? Who's someone he doesn't like? Who's a player he doesn't like, Jacob?
Who? Jacob.
Who does...
He don't like Maddison.
No, wait.
I mean,
let's all spam in his chat. Son is overrated. I'm going to be in his comment section spamming this as well. Copy paste this message, spam it in Jacob Allraven Uncensored. Go subscribe to TKA Football. He's on YouTube now. He's doing content. Go subscribe to the Bridge Nation. Subscribe to AA United TV, Footy Judge Mo, Hamza Talks Ball for more emergency meetings. You get me with the City fans where he's crying about Van Dijk. We haven't even played that clip yet. Don't worry, I have a lot loaded. Subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys so much for 57.1k. Like the video on your way out. And yeah, spam Son is overrated in his chat right here. Copy paste it. Yalla, peace out.
Spoiled brat.